that's commitment to the craft.
It is.
Requesting at your local radio station. Okay, you guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So my question, when are you getting your grandson tattooed?
I don't have any tattoos at all, man.
I see.
So
We'll have to change that.
So that's not even like
a lot of tattoos running around backstage at a rock show.
Okay, so that's how it happened. Lux and I had a conversation to where we said, okay, who is going to get to interview grandson this time? And I won this time.
She's won a couple in the past.
Yeah, man.
There's enough of me to go around.
But you're one of those guys that we cannot wait to see you, man.
Thank you, man.
That is one of the highest compliments that we can give you. I am 45 years old. I'm a huge fan of grandson. You call your fans grandkids. What do I call myself? Because I feel like I'm too old to call myself a grandkid.
No, the grandkid knows no age, knows no boundary, gender, ethnicity, love interest. Does not matter. Whoever you are, if you appreciate real music and you feel like you resonate with.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Riz.
Oh, hi, Lern. Hi, Moon.
Hello, Riz.
Hi, Rafe.
Energy up.
Hello, Scott.
Hey, Hotshot.
You were at the Air Force Base yesterday, and now you're talking like a pilot.
Hell yeah. I like it.
Thank you.
Hello, Hotshot.
We've all got, what is it, code names?
Yeah.
Call signs?
Oh, yeah.
What's your code name?
Energy.
No, mine is a Ding Dong.
Mine's Big Terry. Over and out.
Rafe?
Pork steak. You know that. You knew that already.
I knew that, sorry.
I was just waiting for you to say it.
Ding dong.
Yep.
There's a bogey on your 6 ding dong.
And it's cream filled.
Ding dong, look out! Ow!
They're lighting pork steak up back here. His jet's flying one Mach slower than everyone else. It's a weight thing.
You're on the wash, Ding Dong.
Eject, ding dong. Pull out.
Yes, hey.
Pull out, ding dong. Pull out.
Being at Scott Air Force Base yesterday, what a treat.
Yeah. So fun.
So fun.
Fun for everyone.
I pet so many cute dogs yesterday, service dogs. And you always have to ask. You don't go in for the pet.
Yeah.
And everybody who had a service dog yesterday, especially the pug that just walked out of nowhere.
I didn't see no pug.
What?
Oh, he was over
pug.
there.
Oh!
He was by us. We petted him. He was over there.
We were mid-broadcast, and Rafe goes, hey, look. I go, can I pet your service pug?
Oh, during the broadcast?
Yes.
Yeah, I was getting high fives from everybody on Rascals, too.
Oh, nice.
I was 5 for 5 on Rascal Riders.
Nice. Thanks to Kara and everybody over there at the Exchange for allowing us to do our thing for about an hour and a half. Then the Fast Lane took over at 2 o'clock. It was fun. We had a fun little podcast, which will be up later today.
Yes.
Nice.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. One of us got pulled over once they arrived on base for breaking the law.
You know what? If you're going to break the law, the audacity at an Air Force base.
At an Air Force base.
Mm-hmm. But it is, the rebel of the group, for sure.
It is.
Yeah. And when you have a cool
code menace of Mountaintop Motors.
What? Yeah. It was neat to see a Mountaintop Motor Company.
Call sign felon.
This car is stolen.
Jailbird.
Call sign jailbird. King Scott gets pulled over yesterday at the Air Force Base at Scott.
Yep.
Seemed like the right place to do it.
Did an illegal barrel roll.
Moon and I, so Moon and I left at the same time. You were like right beside me as we were leaving the base. And I noticed you were going, it's 30 miles an hour on that road.
Yeah.
You and I were both going 30 miles an hour.
Oh,
Not 1 mile an hour over that speed limit.
And I was looking everywhere for stop signs, just in case one jumped out. And I was like, oh, man, I don't want to.
Scott rolled a stop sign, and you can't do that.
Nope, and it was in a parking lot where I had to wait for other cars to go through the four-way stop. But still, I rolled through it somehow and got pulled over, and it was a pretty serious offense. She pulled out a gun, the whole thing. No, I was kidding.
No,
it was,
stop it.
It was fantastic. She was very kind. And I am glad that happened.
Did you roll? Did you roll the stop sign, or did you come to a complete stop? Come on.
I could have sworn I stopped because there's other cars.
That's what they always say.
Hey, she knows the law. I don't know, And I did speed on that road. I went like 31, so kind of deserve it.
So she got up behind you, lit you up.
Yep.
You pull over. Now, were you nervous?
No, but I had to go pee really, really bad, so I was excited. You're finally at the exchange, and I see it right there, just a few feet from it. And the officer, which I didn't know who it was or anything, they sat in the car, it seemed like 5 minutes, and I'm like, dude, come
run your
on.
info.
Go. Come on, let's go. Let's do this thing. And eventually it was this nice gal that got out and came over, took my information, arrested me, and sent me the Briggs. But it was cool.
He just got out.
We bailed you out
Yeah,
this
thank
morning.
you guys.
They're very serious about stop signs at Scott Air Force
You could
Base.
have bailed me out yesterday, but
We could have.
Yeah, I'll take an all-nighter.
We chose not to.
For the story.
Wanted to toughen you up a little bit, scared straight, you know.
Yeah.
No, that is Scott Air Force Base police?
Yeah, the real
specific.
stuff. Real military police is pretty rad.
You got to feel like a total dope getting pulled over in a parking lot, right? I mean, it's just got to be the
most
worst
cool
feeling.
spot to get
Yeah,
pulled over.
this has got to be the
I was
worst
doing cool
feeling.
things, man. Just being cool out there, and
Heck yeah.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
like it. I think,
Parking lot rebel.
I would just be like, what? How,
And
like...
of course, like there was a listener that came up right afterwards. He's like, "Dude, I was right behind you when that cop came in, and I almost stopped to get out to talk to her."
So she comes up from the window. After a couple minutes in the car running your stuff.
Did you keep your hands on the
And
wheel?
what is she? What
No.
are you? You're not nervous. You're not sweating.
No.
Did you know what you did?
I had no clue.
Okay, so this is
Yeah, so I was like, "Well, maybe it's a random stop."
finally
or
they're
something.
called. That warrant has caught up with me.
yeah.
Scott's wanted in 4 states.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stealing everybody's hair follicles.
No,
Are they talking to Iowa?
no, cattle rape.
Whoa,
What are you, from
that's-
Quincy?
hey,
What's
he
going
ain't
on?
He ain't from Quincy.
Get me out here a little quicker than that.
And you have to whisper that. So she said, "Hello, sir. License and insurance."
Registration. Yeah, and insurance, yeah. Which I realized then I didn't have a copy of my insurance on me, and I guess in Illinois you have to have a printout of that. So,
Oh, really? So on the phone don't count?
that's what she was saying.
Really? We just
Yeah.
had that conversation. I thought you could just have the digital.
I've heard of that too. I didn't know if it was a thing of just Illinois, but
I think it's
sometimes
Missouri
they won't
is
accept it.
digital, and I don't know if Illinois is, and so
For real?
yeah. So
Talk
that was,
Would you pull up our podcast and let her listen to that segment?
Yeah.
More like Illinois. Am I right? Good night, everybody.
12.
Hey.
yeah. So
Well, your printed out version was hidden under the all the drugs and the firearms
Under
with
the
no
fentanyl.
serial numbers.
I was not about to dive into.
Yeah,
it.
you
That
ain't
would've
gonna
been
get
He had 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his trunk.
More on that later.
But they're not his.
No.
Apparently, he got him at a police auction for recent foreclosure.
That's no mine.
Yeah,
So she was cool about the insurance thing?
Well, yeah, she talked it over. Then I showed her it on my phone, and she's like, "Okay." And because I'm like, "Oh, I'm from Missouri. It's okay over there." She's like, "Yeah, well, we're in Illinois," and I'm like,
That's right.
I know, I forgot."
That's right.
I
We're
would
gonna annex you.
I had no idea.
yeah.
I like that she's like,
Yeah.
well, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Technically, you're on
Dorothy.
federal property. Also,
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
You're not really anywhere. You're there.
you're in your own little country on the base.
With their own court system. That's what I learned
Did
yesterday.
she tell you immediately why she pulled you over?
Yeah, once she came up, said I rolled through a stop sign.
You see me rolling.
Did
I'm
you
like-
go, nah,
I was like, "No, look at my grill. There's no stop sign up there.
Check that out.
No dents, nothing."
nah?
Can I?
That usually gets you out of a ticket.
Yeah, check out my grill.
Are you an umpire?
You just start with wrong, right in their face. Wrong. Prove it.
I'd like to rewind a bit because you said a listener stopped you and said they almost got out and talked to the
That's
cop
what it-
on
yeah.
your behalf.
Yeah,
What a horrible situation
I know.
that
I
would have
don't
turned
need that.
into.
I didn't want that to. I'm glad that.
I love that our listeners are like, I'll take care of this. I mean, what a
group of people.
what an
listen,
amazing
hey,
group
I
of
love-
fans.
I
You're on
love
the
it.
Air Force Base. Maybe it was an officer.
Yeah.
Maybe. Was it an officer or was it just like a guy in a flat billed cap with too much confidence? Which was it?
Really good at knowing what ranks are by looking at their.
He had a uniform on?
No. Yes,
Okay.
maybe you did. I can't remember now.
By looking at their
All right.
face.
He was in clothes. I know that.
I hope I never have to call you as an eyewitness.
Yeah.
No, yes, no. The
I could
witness is
see him.
unreliable. Get out.
I could see him, so he probably wasn't in his fatigue.
Camo, yeah.
So you give her the stuff. She goes back to the car. Mm-hmm. Now at this point, you're thinking, I'm getting a ticket.
I thought so, and I'm like, what a fun petty ticket to get. Because I was going, you're going so slow. You're in the parking
You're in the
lot,
parking
right
lot.
there at the exchange. And
Well, you do look
it's like getting
shady.
pulled over at Walmart, in their parking lots.
That is true. You do look shady because normally on like a military base, everybody is clean cut.
Yeah, and then there's this
And
hippie.
this crazy long-haired hippie
Probably
comes
a no
running
good Nick.
through with a stolen mountaintop motor vehicle. I mean, they were on you,
Yeah.
man.
Probably should have
I don't
taken your
blame
crown off.
Yeah, okay,
Why?
so a long-haired rolls into the Air Force
Long
Base.
hair. Right.
Probably there to protest something. Am I right?
That's
Yeah.
right. PETA.
That's right.
No, not PETA.
I love PETA. I don't know why I
Not
just said
PETA.
that.
He's like a anti-war, anti-military guy.
Oh, yes. You and David Crosby rolling up in here. Almost cut my hair.
That's it, long-haired.
Uh-huh.
But she was nice enough to let you go, right?
She was very nice,
Okay,
yes.
well.
So I really am
Thank God.
grateful for that. She did good.
Thank
But she
God.
did say, hey, clean yourself up a bit. Get a haircut.
Yeah, get a haircut.
you hippie.
Pull
Don't
it back.
protest the military anymore.
You look like a guy
thank
who
you, I
runs
learned my
stop
lesson.
signs.
Well, it was great being out there, and again, the podcast will be up
Yeah.
later on this afternoon.
Everybody had fun except one guy.
I know the guy you're talking about. Was it during our discussion on farts?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, did you guys clock this guy that was like walking? It was weird because he was behind us and he was pacing back and forth behind us in front of the audience, administering the stink eye to everyone on the panel one at a time. And I talked to someone after the show and I was like, "You guys see this dude?" Because I turned my chair. I got a little nervous because he was back there and he's putting his hands in his pockets. It was like an old guy in a green shirt just looking pissed. And somebody in the audience got a picture and sent it to me of him just stink eyeing me.
That's
and
awesome.
I don't think I
gotta
remember.
see this.
I don't remember this guy.
No, me
I
either.
didn't
man?
see him. I didn't see him, but I assumed we
you
talked
know this man?
We
Did you
talked
send
about
it to the
farts
group?
for 33 minutes in
Yeah.
public with speakers going on. Well, I didn't realize he was standing that close to you.
Dude, he was so close behind us and he was going to your side and back to our side and then just hovering so close to me and Lern that I'm like, is this dude about to like
God.
swing on me or swing on her?
I didn't notice him at all.
I
was completely
turned my
unaware.
chair to
never
be
saw
like,
that guy.
hey man, I don't know what we're about to do. I don't know what swamp justice laws are out here at Scott Air Force Base, but I'm assuming Scott's already made friends with the police staff, so
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
First name
I'm
basis.
usually on guard and like have full 360 awareness, but the Air Force Base is the one place I don't do that.
Your
'Cause
guard is down.
feel safe?
because there's so many soldiers around, and I'm like, I am completely safe. So when you texted me that photo of that guy last night, Rafe, I was like, oh,
I didn't even notice him.
I didn't either. I was
Airman.
I didn't-
around you guys, and
I didn't want to alarm anyone
Yeah.
during the broadcast, but I was definitely like, I don't know, man.
That's a big, menacing-looking dude,
He's
too.
a big dude, and he's an older guy, but he just looked pissed. And I'm like,
with
man,
a horseshoe mustache. And
horseshoe mustache, hands in both pockets, which I didn't like. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
man,
dude.
I'm clocking this dude, man.
was
And
full
my
posture.
spider sense was like going on. Like, you're getting too close, and why are you making a show of it? Like, why are you
on this side of the.
behind us?
Yeah.
We had an audience
with speakers
watching
facing.
with speakers facing them, and he was pacing back and forth with his hands in his pockets, just
Mean mugging.
mean mugging everybody. But really, he stayed on our side quite a bit. So I was like, either
Maybe
he
he was
wants.
smitten, Lern.
I mean, that normally is the face that men will look at me with, and so
Utter disgust.
Utter disgust. So you never know what it is. You guys don't show your emotions like the ladies do. So you could have been completely in love.
Yeah.
Is there any chance he's security for Carrie Davis?
Oh yeah,
Could have been security.
Carrie's hitman.
Little
Carrie
upset.
Davis is going to swing on all of us.
I think so.
That would have been the wrong time
I love you,
to
Carrie.
launch an attack with a former NHL enforcer,
Yeah.
Carrie Davis, on the panel.
Yeah. Oh, man, somebody brought up a good point. Should have worn our flight suits yesterday.
I know.
Yeah.
Damn
I
it.
thought about that.
Damn it.
I saw
thought
somebody
about it,
walk
too.
in with a flight suit, and I was like, he's got our thing.
I saw those people in those
I
costumes.
know, man.
Oh,
Ours
man.
looks so good, too.
We went to the Air Force Base.
Another opportunity lost on
Yeah.
the flight suit.
We're not getting our
Expensive flight
money's
suits.
worth of these flight suits.
No, we need to.
Oh, we
Yeah.
will.
I saw a guy walking out in a flight suit who bought 2 orthopedic pillows at the PX, and I was like, you shouldn't buy those in uniform, man. You looked less cool.
He was wearing orthopedics.
Less
No, he had
intimidating.
2 orthopedic pillows in a bag,
Oh.
like 2 of those like neck pillows,
Less intimidating to the enemy.
cooling temp pillows. I'm like, you can't buy those while you're like in your cool Top Gun outfit.
Yeah, it's for the F-18 when I fly.
Yeah. Can't be watching you buy cooling orthopedic pillows while you're wearing Tom Cruise's outfit.
Oh, man, if you missed the conversation we had it, I think last week, we bought some pretty expensive flight suits for Rish Show Live.
We didn't buy, the station bought.
Well, yeah. And they were like, man, these are expensive. I'm like, we'll use them all the time.
We do.
I had to justify the purchase.
And here we are.
This is really cutting into the budget. We're going to use this all the time.
We have so many places
We
to
have
wear
so many
these.
places to wear these
We
things.
will. It's a long play. It's a long play. I even bought it too big so I can grow into it.
Yeah, right.
I didn't get it
That's
too
true.
big this way. I got it longer. So just in case I get taller, I'm ready.
That's not happening.
We're expecting Moon to go through a growth spurt this fall.
My mom says any day now.
He's drinking his milk.
Any day now.
Missed opportunity. But, they gave us a challenge coin. They gave us a Scott Air Force Base challenge coin, which was super cool of them.
Yeah.
Which do you have yours on you?
I don't have it on me.
Damn it,
Gosh darn
Moon.
it.
You're
Gosh darn
buying
it.
lunch.
Well, you don't want to go to a bar today.
I know.
Yeah, what was the rule they said, Rafe, about the challenge coin?
If somebody pulls their coin out and you don't have yours in your pocket, you're buying around.
Yeah, you're buying the drinks.
But that would require people to have prior knowledge that you possess that coin.
Yeah, I've been given some incredible. We've been given some incredible coins.
Yeah, we
and
had some cool ones.
cool ones.
I see that as like a really, really distinct honor, and like I take pride in it, and I have them in a very special place altogether.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if
Mine is stuck in a vending machine currently.
damn Cheetos aren't coming out.
No, it's the one where you get if the blue gumball comes down, you get a free piece of pie.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
cool.
Miss
neat.
those opportunities of life.
Do they have those anymore? They were in the
No.
vestibule. They were in like the vestibule of a restaurant.
Yeah, they were ground round.
I missed that opportunity.
Hey, if you
big
get
time.
the blue gumball and it'll come down the little swirly spiral thing, you get a free piece of pie. In addition to the gumball which you purchased. And no, challenge coins do not fit.
We're too
Push hard enough.
You
Yeah,
know
if you
what's
get a
cool?
string on it.
This is when I see those things now as an adult, and this is just where my mind is, my life is. If I still see those kind of things, I think, you know what? At some point, there was a person selling those, going around the country, going
Restocking them.
Listen, listen to me. You're really, really going to bring the crowds in.
Yeah.
If you have one of these gumballs.
Yeah.
And this
one of the
gumball
machines?
Yeah, this gumball machine will cost you a cool $10,000, but with your sort of pacing coming through here, you'll have that paid off in no time, and it will be the talk of the town. Somebody was
You ever
selling
go
those and making money selling gumball
onto social
machines.
media and see these like I don't know if they're get rich quick schemes, but there are people that buy up vending machines and they'll show you how much money they're making because they own like 5 vending machines and look how much cash each one.
Yeah.
How much cash each one, makes for me every month.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of those. It is weird, though, that there was a time someone said this sentence out loud. They're like, I'd love to go play golf, guys, but these sticky hands aren't going to refill themselves, Like a guy had a trunk full of gumballs and little figurines.
Spider rings.
Every once in a while, I will say I'll go to like a Denny's where they still have them.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep that promise to my younger self because we all had that moment when you were a kid and you're like, I'm going to have money one day and I'm going to go ham on one of these.
Yeah,
I'm going to take a
I
whole
don't
roll
have
of quarters.
I don't have to ask permission.
Yeah.
It's my own money.
Claw machines, whatever. And every once in a while, I'll just do it. I'll be like, give me all the quarters in the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that promise to your younger self.
Yeah.
Feels good. It's wasteful. I'm not going to lie to you.
But
it feels good when all the little bubbles are coming out in your hands and you're like, yeah, little 6-year-old.
These are all mine.
Hell yeah, these are all mine.
Could be a sticker in there. Could be a little spider ring. I don't know.
Hey, the chat's being really positive today, which is
Give it time.
a somewhat new thing.
Oh, don't talk about it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, and they've got a great idea for the flight suits.
Go.
Flight Suit Friday. All of
Every
us
Friday?
Well, maybe one Friday a month or something. We can
Well,
start with it tomorrow.
tomorrow's Friday.
Lern just looked at me like I hurt your pets or something.
Hey, tomorrow's
is this a
fly
bad
day.
idea?
No, it's not a bad idea.
Okay, you're upset about it. It seems.
I just gotta wash it. I don't know where it is. I gotta go find
You
it.
don't. You lost it.
no.
It's either my Halloween closet
Yeah.
or maybe in my husband's closet. I don't know. I have to go find it. It's
Tim is
somewhere at my
wearing
house.
it to work today.
I make Tim wear it on the weekends. Shut
Yeah, it's a
up.
role
Daggers
play.
over
It's a
here.
role play thing.
No, we could incorporate it into the Riz Olympics when we get that going. The loop bottom person could have to wear it all week long.
Yeah, we could do that as like the loser suit.
We'll find a way. We'll justify it to the accountants.
Listen,
one way or
Riz
the other.
Olympics event number 1's already in the books.
Yeah. Well, from here on out, we could wear it while we do the activities.
We could.
Yeah, that's true.
We could.
We
That
could
be
get
like-
patches made for each activity that you win, and you get a little patch that you can sew onto your jumpsuit.
That's a gosh dang brilliant idea. Like medals,
Jill will
like
do it.
Wow.
Tell you
Now we're
what,
gonna get patches.
Yeah, like
We
the Girl
spent all the
Scouts.
money on the flight suits.
Well,
they're going to be paper patches.
Hey, I do want to bring something up. Scott got pulled over. He had his insurance card. Well, didn't have an insurance card. Had his insurance proof on his phone. KSDK article that I read this morning. A second lawsuit has been filed against an unnamed Florissant police officer who was previously accused of making copies of intimate photographs on a woman's phone during a traffic stop earlier this year. So this is now the second. We talked about this last week.
yeah.
And I tell you what, we talked about this officer doing this and this particular story last week, and there were people that came out of the woodwork.
Oh, yeah. We got emails while we were talking about it saying, hey,
This happened.
This happened to us, too.
Well, now there's a second lawsuit. And this one, as if the first one wasn't creepy, this one's even creepier because now it's underage.
Wow.
Oh boy.
And you
Now it's a
can't-
teenage girl.
Yeah, now you don't have the excuse of I don't know how old she was. No, you have her driver's license with you in her hand. In your
Yeah,
hand.
good point.
So the lawsuit filed last Friday is the second against the officer and the city of Florissant, alleging similar behavior targeting a woman and a teenage girl. In both instances, the officer is accused of taking the victim's phones during a traffic stop, finding naked pictures on the phones, and taking a picture of the screen using his own phone. So I guess both ladies have the same lawyer, and the lawyer says the victim is now 18, but the traffic stop happened a day before her high school graduation.
You know what? And we were just talking about, while we were talking about that initial thing, because, you give them your phone thinking like, oh, man, this is a normal thing. You don't even question it. And I mentioned, hey, I got a teenage driver, brand new to driving. And a lot of times when you're teaching them to drive, you're teaching them how to, just what to do at a yield, what to do here, what to do here. But there are so many things, so many protocols that we're not necessarily teaching to teenagers, like what to do in an accident, what to do if you have a flat tire, what do you do if you get pulled over? So all these kind of conversations and the details within have to be discussed with new drivers
I'll be
because
honest
they don't
with
know
you.
any better.
Before the story, if I had it on my phone and the officer said, "Give me your phone, I got to bring it back to the car," I would have been like, "Okay,
Absolutely.
okay." So this latest lawsuit accuses the officer, same guy, of pulling over the teen on May 18th and telling her that her plates didn't match. Officer then asked the teen, identified under the pseudonym in the lawsuit as Mary Doe, asked her for insurance, which she said she could pull up on her phone. So the lawsuit says the girl unlocked her phone, which at the time, the officer abruptly took the phone back to his Florissant police vehicle without even asking her. And the lawsuit says the officer remained in his vehicle for at least 10 minutes before returning with the phone and leaving without issuing a ticket. Again, we said this the first time, as if he's cutting her a break.
Yeah.
And she probably said, "Thank you, officer."
Yeah, thanks for letting me go.
Yeah, so you just got victimized and
Disgusting.
then they're the hero.
You probably told him thank you as he handed your phone back after this creep took photos of your naked photos.
I really want to know what's being done about this. Like, what's the precedence going to be set? And I don't mean this to be combative. I'm just like, what exactly can police, the unions, do to make sure this never happens again? And is it never take the phone back to the car?
Well, they're not supposed to. So the executive director of and KSDK interviewed this guy, the executive director of the Eastern Missouri Police Academy said the officer's actions go against everything he was taught.
Okay.
And he says taking a phone back to a vehicle is not something that we train our police recruits to do. This is not a standard procedure for police officers.
Man, I hate to say this, and I don't know, I haven't thought this through, so I almost want, like, instead of just a little printout of your insurance card, I almost want like a little laminated card of your rights. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't let anybody take your phone, or
you could do that.
It's not a bad idea.
Or
There are people that have that, dude. I've seen videos of dudes getting pulled over and presenting that to the police officer.
right.
Their ID.
And sometimes they do that as a combative nature.
For sure.
And I'm not suggesting
For
that
sure.
at all. I'm the play it cool guy. You know that whole Chris Rock bit
Just
where
be
he's
cool,
like,
man.
just be cool, just be nice and helpful. But I mean more or less like just like a protocol thing for young people or new drivers. Just a reminder of and it would start off with be polite, take your sunglasses off,
I don't want to
roll down the window.
The whole thing is let's not escalate anything.
Yeah, keep your hands visible. Maybe even take the key. Like if it's not 100 degrees outside, take the key, turn the car off, put the keys on a dash.
Yeah, put the keys on the hood.
Jeff used to do that. He used to take his keys out and put them on the roof.
Just to show that he wasn't going to run.
I love that.
But you know what I mean? Like just like a nice little standard document with all the manners on how to handle this and how this standard procedure will go.
Well, so remember, this happened. She was pulled over on May 18th in July. So May, June, July. So a couple months later, she gets a call from the FBI, and they said, "Hey, you got to come meet with us." And during that meeting, investigators asked her to identify a photo that showed her naked. And I cannot imagine how embarrassing, how disturbing, and how sickening that must have made her feel. So the lawsuit said the officer would have known the images were of an underage girl because, as Lern said, you had her driver's license.
Yep.
The lawsuit said the girl's dad reported the incident to the Florissant police chief immediately. And the lawyer says she and the father were down at the station. They were told, "You need to leave. We'll get back to you." They never did. And he believes the officer then distributed, at some point, the naked photos of the teen.
Now, this is somebody different than we were talking about earlier?
Oh, no, this is the same dude.
Oh, same guy.
This is the same officer.
So is that possession and distribution of child porn?
Yes. Straight up.
I would imagine.
Yep.
Wow.
I would imagine. The lawyer says since the story initially came out, which we talked about, a number of other victims have come forward. He says, we're aware that this was a pattern in practice for at least some months with the Florissant Police Department. This is what the lawyer's saying. The attorney wants Florissant Police to take accountability and said the victims do too. So far, his two clients, he says, neither of them feel like they've gotten any justice. There's no accountability. So, they said shortly after that first lawsuit was filed, the Florissant Police Department did confirm the officer is no longer employed by the department.
Yeah.
Adding that they are cooperating with the FBI St. Louis Division, which is leading the investigation. So it's not like this is just a civil lawsuit. It looks like there's actual stuff in motion.
Good.
And this cop, or this ex-cop, should be very worried.
Yeah.
Good, and I hope you can't sleep. I hope you can't sleep because of it.
Yep.
Me too, but I will ask a follow-up question.
Yes, Rafe.
I get a little tired of the bad apple argument. Not saying that that's not true. There are bad apples in every group. But if people went to the station and they've complained and nothing happened administratively after until someone could actually prove this, because how this all came out, if I remember correctly, is someone actually pinged their phone and showed when their app was opened. And then they were able to go to they had to go to the FBI and say, hey, this officer took my phone. He went through my pictures. I have a timestamp.
No, I think from the first story, I think the woman had no idea until she was contacted by the federal authorities.
So I'm curious, did the police department contact the FBI to investigate their own?
Maybe.
Or
We're only hearing the lawyer side.
I know. I just would like to know more information because if that's not what happened, I feel like there should be more,
The repercussions, for sure.
repercussions and justice of some kind within the department, some kind of something else besides just we fired the guy who did it. You know what I mean?
Well, the FBI is involved.
Yeah.
So let's hope that more behind-the-scenes stuff we're not hearing is happening. But, yeah, listen, I'm following this closely because I had a kid that's about to drive, by himself.
Mm-hmm.
I got a daughter that's going to have a license eventually.
Right.
And just the people in position of authority that are preying on, on people, it's appalling.
It is.
It's a dereliction of duty, and just you put your faith in these people. who we're supposed to serve and protect.
Yeah, you're not protecting anyone when you're doing that.
And God, just pisses me off.
People keep emailing us and messaging us about this Attorney Shield app as well. I'm not familiar with it, but apparently it's like an app. If you get pulled over, you hit it, it dials a lawyer, you hand the phone out the window. But I'm like, man, that feels like...
I don't need that.
Well, it just feels like that would escalate.
Of course. We didn't need that.
A traffic stop.
Yeah, you do all you can.
I got pulled over for rolling a stop sign. Here we go. Here's my Law Shield app.
Yeah, you do.
Talk to my attorney.
Do all you can to start it off on the right foot.
The idea of it is great, but it's that thing like you can't control the other party's reaction to it.
Right. Here. I'm not saying anything. Talk to my attorney. God.
Yeah, and also, like...
if they pull up to you, one of you go, am I being detained?
Yeah.
It's not a good start.
With this, is this the same officer for both the...
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, okay. So this is a person who has a problem, obviously, but then he is sharing the photos. And so is
They
that...
didn't say with who.
I know, but are other officers involved? Like, how do you find
You
out...
could speculate until... You know, is he going back to the station and showing these? Is he forwarding to other officers? Is he upload? It was enough where the FBI got wind of it.
Yeah. Well, there was a story like this with a dead body years ago with an officer.
Kobe.
Showing...
Kobe Bryant's dead body.
Yeah, those guys were
No, there
taking
was a
pictures of
local
the
one,
crash.
too. This was years ago. But you're right, with the Kobe Bryant crash as well. But there was a murder scene or something in St. Louis, and a cop was sharing it with other cops, and it wasn't for evidence or for anything productive.
That was local? I do kind of remember that story.
Yes.
I
Well, the Kobe Bryant thing was a big
that was
story.
a big deal because she was suing, right?
Kobe's wife wound up suing the police department.
As she should.
And every officer involved was fired. But yeah, I don't know how the FBI got wind of all this. That has not been made clear yet.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, we'll follow it.
The Rizzuto Detective Agency has caught wind of it now.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that I will look on the various local news sites.
We'll be on Fox 2
Yeah.
again in no
And
time.
This was KSDK.
And I will explore conspiracy theories on Reddit.
All right, you take KMOV.
Okay.
You take KSDK.
Deal.
I'll handle Fox 2. Moon, you take the Riverfront Times.
Got it.
How do you spell KSDK?
Thank you, Scott. You're welcome. Okay, on a kind of happier note. Lern,
What?
what's this?
That's a cat in a bathtub, Riz. You're not supposed to bathe them.
Did you see this video?
No, but I know exactly what that is.
They're calling that the world's angriest cat taking a bath.
Yeah, I follow a lot of angry cats.
Oh, my dude.
You're not
But not
supposed to
this
bathe
one.
them?
No.
Really?
Yeah, my
Well-
cats, I've had them for, Clover's 8. I've had her, she's never once been bathed.
Because they bathe themselves.
They bathe themselves, yeah.
This is a pet groomer, by the way.
I never knew that people take cats to pet groomers.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's
Maybe
some
if there's
that-
long-haired ones and they
right, yeah, you got to have
Cock
the,
out on their
Now that you know
butts.
it's a cat,
the fancy ones.
listen, this poor groomer, he's getting bitten, he's getting scratched.
know.
He's got to put like a scratch glove, which looks like something a hawk would land on.
Yep.
On his arm. This thing is mean as hell. Now, mind you, that's the groomer yelling too.
I know.
As he,
And he's probably doing his best. He's not hurting them, but they don't like water, dude. Or most of them don't.
well, this is even showing him trying to take the cat out of the pet carrier, and the cat just reaching his paw out and going, like just like Wolverine.
Trust. I want to, my cat Willow, he loves going outside. He's been doing this territorial thing where he rolls in, because we're having this new construction with our deck. So there's all sorts of loose dirt everywhere. He goes outside for his daily, outside time. And the cat is rolling around, putting his pheromones all over that dirt. And I have to wipe him off when we get in the house, and I keep threatening him. I'm like, I'm going to put you in the tub. Well, not anymore because RIP to the tub. But
He's like, no, you're not.
You put him in the sand.
Listen to the show.
Maybe the cat broke your tub.
Yeah.
Maybe
For
the
real.
cat broke
Hey,
your
maybe
tub.
the-
Sabotaged
You
it.
threatened
Oh,
one
you
too many
did.
times, even to one of the pipes.
those little,
Cut a hole in the pipe.
yeah, dude, it's probably what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a cat when I was growing up as a kid, and they had the animal, whatever you bathe them, they come in a van to your house.
Yeah.
And he got to do it one time and they wouldn't serve us anymore.
Wouldn't do it again?
Yeah, he wasn't too kind.
Oh, yeah, we got to post this video because this poor groom, he winds up getting the cat washed, but...
Yeah. Yeah. They got to put these little helmets on him. Does he have the little helmet on?
No.
On the groomer or on the cat?
On both. I follow this chick on TikTok who is a groomer, and she does many long-haired cats will come in, and she has to put on this little thing that, like, you know, goes over their ears so they can't really hear what's going on, and she, like, blow dries them. And her cat, some of the cats are very docile. But, yeah, normally you're not supposed to groom
There's
them
different
like that.
levels of anger. I've seen some where the cats are, they're just mad, but they're not, they're just kind of sitting in the tub looking sad.
Mm-hmm.
I like those.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this one
Like the cats that won't, they're not freaking out, but they're letting you know.
Man,
they're passive aggressively letting you know they're not enjoying the experience.
my cat growing up was my best bud. He was so cool. He was so chill, and he was a indoor outdoor cat. We'd let him outside. He'd kind of wander, do whatever, and then he'd come back in. And one day he came back in and knock, knock, knock. Animal control. Listen, we're gonna destroy your cat. My dad's like, whoa, what happened? Like, oh well, he attacked the neighbor, and we're like, he attacked the neighbor. This is not an attacked cat,
right?
And turns out, well, the neighbor hit him with a broom. Was chasing with a broom, and he goes, so the cat defended himself, and he's like, yeah, but he tore your neighbor's leg up pretty good.
Well, that's
like,
his
that's
fault.
what the neighbor gets, you moron. And he said,
Don't
hey,
hit the cat with a broom.
he said, well, if we ever see this cat out, it will be destroyed. And I'm upstairs, like, ready to burst into tears. Go, you can't kill my cat,
Right?
And so we turned a regularly outdoor cat into an indoor cat, and that is not a good mix. An indoor cat now that's in jail that knows
used to
what
be an outdoor
yeah,
cat.
that knows what outside is like,
Yeah.
and it turned our cat into a psychopath. He was fine inside, but he would dart for the door and try to get outside because he knew he was now jailed. He knew his sentence was a life sentence, and the few times that he got out, if you tracked him down, because we didn't want him to be destroyed.
Yeah.
The neighbor's house.
My dad pretty much lost his arms, I mean just all skin. I mean, it's close to skin graft. It was I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad for my dad. And then shortly after he got out, and I panicked because I thought, oh, they're gonna kill him. They're gonna find him. And I found him in a bush, man. And I reached in to get it, and I still have a scar. It went all the way down to my bone.
Oh yeah.
Right here. He tore me up, but I remember looking at his eyes, and his eyes were just like can't you just give me 5 minutes?
What was his name?
His name was Blackie.
Fluffles.
Blackie.
Come home, Blackie.
Come on, man. Get outside.
Blackie, come home.
I'm trying to save your life, man.
Blackie.
Man.
Blackie, come home. No, we had when I was growing up, I had a neighbor who had a cat named Sunshine. Sunshine had 3 legs.
Oh.
And, I went to go pet Sunshine one day. Sunshine was an outside cat. And the 3-legged cat scratched the crap out of me.
Yeah, this cat
I must have
my
been
hand off.
5 years old, 6 years old. I mean, just...
Yep.
Did that ruin it for you? Cats, I mean, in general?
I mean, yeah, it didn't make it better.
Listen, I knew that he didn't mean it. But I was bleeding all over the place, and all I thought was, well, I'm leaving you here. You get destroyed if you're going to get destroyed, But hopefully you make it back home. He did come back home. But I remember his face. It was just so
Here's the thing with these damn cats. They sit there and they have the look of like, oh, yeah, come and pet me. Look at me. I'm just going to look at you like, hey.
So cute.
Got the eyes.
I know.
Making sad kitten eyes. Like, come pet me. Come on a little closer.
I know.
Hey, I got something for you. Come a little closer. Come on. You like candy?
Yes. They're like a van. Yep. I love them.
I can't wait to have cats again, man. Some days.
My roommate had a cool cat, Doug, that was indoor, outdoor. And he was he pooped outside, no litter box. He just rang a bell. We let him out. He'd go about. He was a very dog-like cat. I loved that dude. He was a cool dude. And he would come, if we were doing dishes, he would come, and we would take I would just take like a washcloth, and I'd get it warm, and I would wipe him down with that. Like he welcomed it. As long as you couldn't spray him. He wouldn't like,
no, yeah. But Doug liked to be wiped down, huh?
As long as it was like a warm thing, like he was cool with it. He was just like, yeah, wipe me down, man. Because he'd go out and roll around in the...
Well, listen.
Or he'd be out in the rain. He'd come in, he'd stink because he'd be out in the rain or whatever.
These scars, they're good to me.
Those are cat
I
scars.
got so many cat scars.
Every time I see him, I think about that cat. I'm serious.
Blackie, come home.
I still got Clover's fang marks in my thigh. Those are
that
scared
was
of.
just a couple weeks ago.
And I got
man.
Willow's scar on my cartilage.
Listen, we have pets. we're animal lovers. But when my new dog, if I'm on the couch, she parks herself right next to me, saying, "Hey, pet me," and I do feel my blood pressure. Go down. Like I kind of forget what's going on, and me and the dog just, I'm petting her.
It's the best.
It's the best. A lot of Americans, and we haven't even gotten to the holidays yet, have hit peak stress. We've hit peak stress. 2 in 5 Americans say they've hit peak stress for the year already, and it's mid-September. 41% are more stressed now than they've been at any other point in 2024. And the average person feels totally overwhelmed 156 times a year, or roughly once every 2.5 days. So what are the things that are stressing us out now? Number 1 is money. Mm-hmm. Number 2, the economy. So money again. Our physical health is stressing us out. Family, they're stressing us out. Our mental health.
You know what's even crazier?
We're stressed about being stressed.
I was going to say, one of the reasons that our physical health is so stressful is because it's so gosh dang expensive.
Yeah.
I find myself getting upset anytime anytime I'm sick or I got to go to do something because I'm like, God, this is going to cost me more money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, can I just get sick and ride it out for 48 hours like the old days?
One stress then leads to another stress. So physical health, and then how much is that going to cost? And then it goes to the number 1 stressor, which is money.
And I feel like we're all working harder and not getting enough in return.
Work is our number 8 stressor.
Yeah. I feel like I've never worked as hard as I'm working right now.
Yeah, me too, man.
And that's my own fault. If I take on things, I'm like, I can do it all. And then it's like, no, I need to take some time. And
you volunteer for the stupid party planning committee.
I know.
Now
look where I'm at now.
The election is stressing us out.
I got these tumors or whatever. I don't know what you call them on my thyroid, and now it's like
nodules.
Yeah, and they're like, it's whatever. You gotta keep watching them, and every 6 months now, I gotta go and pay to have them looked at again. And it's like, oh, cool, they've gotten bigger, and let's look at it in 4 months now. You're like, God, that's another $800.
What is it? Is it like your lymph nodes?
No, it's on my thyroid. It's like I have things on my
I'm
thyroid.
glad you're watching it though. That's good.
Well, yeah, it's costing me a fortune. I got to keep watching.
Get that deductible, dude.
Insurance don't cover that?
No, man. Insurance covers like all the basics, and this is like outside of the periphery of basics.
The news and everything that's happening around the world, that's stressing us out. As you mentioned, work, an unexpected life event, stressing us out. Your relationships are stressing us out. But what is the number 1 thing that we do to deal with stress?
Take a bath, and now your bathtub's broke. I'm in hell.
What is our top remedy?
You're just poking her now.
I didn't think about that.
It's okay.
What's our top remedy when we're feeling stressed out?
Pet your pet.
Drugs.
No.
Oh yeah. No. Okay.
Booze.
Music.
It's music.
Oh, nice. I thought we were going negative here. This is positive.
Top remedy when we're feeling stressed out is turn on some music.
I like it. And it's true, dude. I implore everyone on this show and everyone listening, go home tonight. Get your AirPods in or whatever. Crank your system, your stack you got in your living room because you're a 90s baby. Crank it up and just dance it out.
What are we listening to? Dance music or are we sitting on the couch?
I like to have, how they have happy hours? I like to have a sad hour every now and then, just let out a good cry. That helps. That was Monday. But also, no, I dance. And trust, when I get home, that's my dance time. And I've had these guys working on my deck right outside my living room where
and
I
you're
dance.
Dancing for them.
No, I am not. I haven't been. So my tub is broke. I haven't had my dance parties in 3 weeks. Wow. I'm in need.
Yeah, you're stressed out.
Man, I'm so envious of you guys.
No dancing, no bathing.
This isn't meant as a complaint, but just some insight. I can't really listen to. I have very, very small windows where I can enjoy music in the way that you're saying, like in a soothing way. And typically, it can't be anything anywhere near rock and roll or anything that I do or pop or anything. It has to be something like probably the last thing that I listened to actually try to help me, like you were saying, was like a Hans Zimmer playlist.
That's
or
all right.
something.
Yeah,
just movie soundtrack stuff because it's so out of my
man.
It's so out of my zone.
Well, but
as far as
that's
a
why I
writer
even
goes.
asked Gerard Kraft the other day when he was here, like, can you enjoy a meal? And he says yes, he can, even though he's a top chef in in the city. He's able to separate himself from what his work is, and still enjoy a meal. I like listening to talk shows, and we do a talk show.
That's true.
Yeah. I do that too. I'm just saying, like, music is medicine, like it's supposed to be, like it is for most people. It's hard for me to get that. My tolerance is high.
Well, you're Looney Tunes, that's why.
Well, so like we're playing Oxfest on Saturday.
Yeah.
After I play a show with my band, I always feel a release happen where I feel like I just exerted myself, dancing, singing, enjoying that. Do you still have that as a performer? That you can get that from your shows?
No, it's for me. It's like it's a release. It's a release because I had planned so much, and there's a lot of pressure on entertaining and all that. And when I feel like, okay, I was able to entertain, and this was great. After that, there's like a rest moment, if you will. But then, then an hour later, I'm working on the next show.
Yeah, while you're doing it, it's fun.
I'm planning.
While you're doing it, you're in the moment. It's fun.
While I'm doing it, I'm like at zero again because I'm just living and I'm not stressing about whatever's happening. Although there's a lot on my mind when I'm doing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I think a lot of entertainers, especially in music, are dealing with this because every single day I'm working on music.
On the way home from the Air Force Base, I put on Nirvana's Nevermind. I'm like, I'm just going to listen to the record.
Yeah.
And I'll do that. Like, I'm a child of the 90s, love grunge music. I'll do that with the STP record. I'll do that with, Soundgarden record. But I turned on Nirvana's Nevermind and listened.
Front to back?
Front to back.
That's so cool.
Track to track. Took it off the shuffle.
I get to do that every once in a while, but it's like on vacation or something. If I'm in Alabama or something, for some reason, if I'm totally out of my environment, my mind gets to come with me, and I can just listen to Make Yourself front to back.
And then what I do is I love looking stuff up. Like I love looking looking up origins of songs and stuff like that. So I got home and I was looking up about the recording of Nevermind, and I listened to an interview with Butch Vig on YouTube, and after Smells Like Teen Spirit, I think the second single was either In Bloom or was Come As You Are, and I read that Come As You Are, Kurt Cobain was very reluctant to release it as a single because he was scared that people would accuse him of ripping off a band called Killing Joke. And then I like, all right, let me play Come As You Are, and let me play this song called 80s by Killing Joke. And damn, how Killing Joke didn't sue.
Really?
So listen to this. This is Come As You Are. We all know this song. Right?
Yeah.
That iconic. Okay, so you know that. Right. Now here's the beginning of a Killing Joke song called 80s. And I heard Killing Joke was gonna sue.
Why didn't they?
Because after Kurt Cobain died, the matter was dropped.
Can you look up The Damned? Life Goes On. Because same thing, and I think this was the 80s. When was Killing Joke?
I don't know.
Same song?
It was in the 80s.
Different song.
Yeah, different song.
So the song is The Damned, Life Goes On?
Life Goes On.
Some of those lawsuits can be pretty tricky too, man.
I mean, that's pretty close.
I've been stolen. I've been ripped off and thieved pretty hard. And one was so direct, and the song was so big that it was like, come on, man. And one of the writers is from St. Louis.
Well, he should have sued.
Of course. Dude, it's so complex, and it's like...
Oh, yeah, Spirit and Led Zeppelin went round and round
for
years.
There's so much money involved, and I have no money to sue these guys. And I mean, it is blatant thievery, and they won awards for it. And, what do you do? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to
here's Come As You Are again. Okay. All right. And then here's The Damned. The song is called Life Goes On.
I hear it.
You will.
Wait. I don't know if I know this.
Oh, that one's even closer. Wow.
And this came out a decade before Come As You Are.
Man, I don't...
Even same.
Look, can you? I don't know if you want to go down this rabbit hole, but the Randy California with Spirit and Stairway to Heaven is so interesting.
Okay, well, here's Stairway.
Just kidding. This is Randy California.
That's right.
Okay, and here is Spirit. Wait. It's coming. That's the part they're talking about.
Yeah. It's just different enough. Randy California died and never saw the legal turnout of that case
All right,
with Led Zeppelin.
one more time. So here's Led Zeppelin. Okay, and here's Spirit. Oh, here's another one. Here's a good one. Do you guys remember the song?
With the Spirit thing, though, can I ask? Because I've read articles, I think, but I could be wrong. Didn't they tour together?
No. They knew each other.
Like there was a familiarity with the band where they had heard the music, right? It
Jimmy
wasn't just
Page
like
apparently ripped it off specifically because he went to a Spirit show. I believe
maybe
that's the folklore.
Well, a judge
you have to
decided
prove-
that the songs, which both feature a descending chromatic four-chord progression, bore no substantial similarity to each other, saving Robert Plant and Jimmy Page a huge amount in royalties.
Yeah.
An appeal was launched in 2018.
Which they wanted to keep since they were paying all those guys in the bars.
An appeal was launched in 2018, but in March of 2020, a court confirmed the original ruling. Page and Plant had not stolen the riff. Do you guys remember the song Connection by Elastica?
Oh, yeah. Love this song.
Oh, this is the... What a hook. Everybody now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that's Elastica. Now, this is a song called Three Girl Roomba by a band called The Wire.
Turn it up.
Okay, so Elastica was in the 90s. This is from 1977.
Sounds exactly the same.
But is it, though? I mean, yeah, it sounds the same.
Like that's the structure and the steppage of those. Very, I mean, it's the same.
Because if you listen to old country and stuff like that, there's so many songs and melodies are exactly the same.
And that fourth bar, and then what they do with the counter melody, the bee new nee new. I mean, you have to like see what makes the song. What it's not just a riff; it's how the riff makes the song. For instance, like on the thing that I'm referencing, it was our hook.
Well, can we play
taken.
it?
Sure. I mean, it's going to take a second to get to it, but the song is "If This Is the End," the one that we wrote when Johnny was in the hospital dealing with stuff, and it's a Greatest Showman song on that soundtrack called "This Is Me," I think, or "This Is Me." But it's the hook. It's one of the.
What's the Greek Fire song?
If this is
the end.
Oh, I thought you put something different in the chat.
Oh, it's also called "The Sound of Belief." It's like
okay.
Parenthetically.
Okay, so and what's the Greatest Showman song?
I think it's called "This Is Me."
This is me.
And this is not the only instance either. And, management goes down the line, and then, you talk to somebody, and then lawyers are like, yeah, man, this is totally it. And then that lawyer has a connection with the other people, and then they have to
Is it at the beginning?
or whatever? It's for us, it's towards like the bridge, like the ending, and it's like the counter melody post chorus.
Farther?
Yeah, go a little farther. Go in the middle. Go further. Yeah, it's these. It's the woes. It's all the hook woes.
How long ago was this song?
We wrote it in.
Yeah, in the video
11?
you look so much younger.
January 2012. Yeah, I am so much younger. Every video of me is a video of me when I was younger. Weird. I do that on purpose.
How cool you have so many music videos. I think that's so neat.
What about this? So what part on this song?
Pretty much the entire hook.
Okay, let's see. Let me get to the hook.
Great song, by the way. Here it is.
So there was, and your was.
Yeah, this is all. It's all of it.
Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can hear a little similarity there.
And that cat's from St. Louis.
Ah.
What?
Mm-hmm. And that's just a small example. There's a few others.
Here's another one. Remember the Coca-Cola song?
So it happens.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves.
Okay, so
that's the one that they reference in Mad Men.
Yes.
Right? I hate to spoiler alert.
The end.
Right.
Right. So I'd like to buy the world. I'd like to buy the world of Coke. Was from a 1971 ad. So whoever wrote that song sued Oasis.
Whoa.
I'll tell you, and you'll hear the line right here. For one line in the song, and then went up settling. That's coming. This is a great song, too.
For the one line.
Yeah, for the melody of that.
For one line and one melody. But people say that the other ones aren't. I don't know, man. It's hard. Listen, again, it has to do with like the heart of the hook, what makes the song a popular song or catchy and that kind of stuff, and then also the delivery of it. And one of the reasons that it's so similar with us, if you listen to the rest of that song, is it's all gang vocals, the gang vocal woes on those melodies. Like there's like 3 or 4 layers of similarity. That one's a stretch, though. They settled for that, huh?
They settled, yeah. It was Oasis made a huge splash in the summer of '94 with their single "Shaker Maker," but it wasn't long before people pointed out that the very opening line was a lot like the song "I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing." Originally written for a Coke ad in 1971, it was later a huge hit for the New Seekers, and the Gallaghers had to come to a settlement with the writers. Some sources cite $500,000. Oasis legend now has Noel saying, "We prefer Pepsi."
Oh man, that's funny.
Hey, this tour is real shaky. People are trying to shake the Oasis branch to ruin this.
I know.
By bringing this stuff up.
One of the more recent ones was remember Blurred Lines?
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Everybody get up. And that was a big one because that was a big settlement.
And they got sued by the Marvin Gaye estate. It's that whole melody. Yeah, and that legal battle lasted 2 years. The jury awarded damages of nearly $5 million.
Damn.
Hey, and you know, sometimes it's full-on thievery, and sometimes it's just
coincidence.
Coincidence, or what do you call it? Like
parallel thinking.
Yeah, where
It happens
like
in comedy all the time.
yeah, like everybody's kind of in the same zone in whatever, or you heard it and you don't even realize you're kind of ripping it.
Yeah, kind of just you could be listening to the radio
Right.
on the way to the studio.
Yeah, I'm not saying listen, the majority of the big writers that you're listening to are sitting in studios studying other stuff, going, how can we steal this just enough? Like that's how it works. Chris Martin has said that. From Coldplay, he's like, I will take my favorite song, I will try to repeat it and change it enough where you can't recognize it, and I'll rewrite basically my favorite song. On
Yeah,
There's a point everything's been done.
They got sued.
Right.
Coldplay for Viva La Vida. Joe Satriani sued him.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
one of their
Well, what I
songs.
was referencing, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it's malicious necessarily, but if something is too close and you have made a hit or whatever, then usually you figure out and you go, oh, so-and-so gets 2% or something like that. That's just how it works, and that's fine. It's just not fine when people deny it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's times, comedy especially, there'll be young comics who are always like, this guy stole my freaking joke. And I'm like, he stole your Taco Bell diarrhea joke? You just aren't good at comedy. You just don't have an original point of view yet.
Yeah.
Like at some point, I'm like, yeah, so did 20 other people at the open mic that I was at last night. Like everybody's doing a Taco Bell diarrhea joke. So I don't know if music is like that. I'm sure there are probably some chord progressions that are simpler, maybe that. I wonder, do people get like accusatory when they're like, starting out like that? Did that ever happen? Like when you're coming up and you're like year one band and you're like, that song sounds like our song, but it's like, yeah, you're ripping off somebody else.
Hell, they even say
I don't know
that,
if it works the same
that More Than a Feeling is the same as Smells Like Teen Spirit. Play those songs side to side.
Well, someone in the chat, and I would love if you would entertain this, because this is crazy, said Mistakes by Don Williams, who is a smooth country crooner, and Heart-Shaped Box have the same guitar riff.
No.
Mistakes by who?
Don Williams and Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana.
Whoa.
Have the same beginning guitar riff. I'm unaware of this.
And then Heart-Shaped Box?
That's what they're saying. We're going to find out if they're going to make me look like a fool. The 16-second mark on the Don Williams song, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, 16-second mark on the Don Williams song. Okay, let me get to there. Old Donnie Williams. Okay.
Oh, he's got a smooth voice, too.
People say that I'm nuts for trying to get back together with you, baby. They say that once is enough. I never should have left you, 'cause now
Maybe somebody just wanted us to play Don Williams.
Yeah.
It was him.
It's Don Williams.
I come back feeling like a fool's belief.
Does anybody hear this?
No.
No? What are you talking about?
What the
They both
hell
have
are
guitars.
you talking about?
Well, okay.
Did we just get
Are
trolled?
we missing something?
Let's test this one. John says that Weezer admitted that they used Sanitarium from Metallica for the Sweater song.
I think we're getting trolled by some real sneaky people.
Try that.
right
Here,
now.
I got Metallica right here.
All right, you want to do the sweater song?
This is Sanitarium.
That was dumb. Whoever. They're defending it in the chat right now. I love you, buddy, but that was the
I got
dumbest thing
I got
ever.
it up right here.
was not even close.
Okay, so here's Sanitarium.
Sanitarium's playing.
What part?
Part about the sweater.
I'll fast forward.
Oh, okay. That part. That part. I would say it's inspired by.
Yeah. Inspired.
I could hear that more than Don Williams and Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box.
Right.
I literally was like, oh,
Williams.
maybe you played the wrong song.
Yeah.
I think that's Don Williams' son who wants to get
That
a
is
little,
Ron Williams
Royalty.
trying to get a
Ron
royalty.
Williams.
who wants to get a couple cents in the
I
mailbox.
will tell you this. Don Williams is he's got one of the smoothest voices I've ever heard in my life. If you're not hip to Don Williams, get hip to him.
Yeah,
He
check out
deserves all
Tulsa
royalties.
Time. Great song.
But that was not one of his hits.
Do you know of Don Williams?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Don Williams.
Oh,
That's what King Scott was speeding in the Air Force Base
He
listening
rips,
to Don
dude.
Williams yesterday.
Because I thought it was Nirvana, but it was
No,
not
just
Nirvana.
Don
I've been,
Williams.
Kurt couldn't get enough down.
I've been tricked.
You see, man, music's supposed to calm us down. It stressed us out.
Yeah. Everything sucks.
Thanks, guys. Oh, I forgot to do the teamers. You know what? I'll do the teamers remember the day on the other side of the break, okay?
Nice.
See what you made me do? All right, after the break, Teamers Remember the Day, and we'll do the Craigslist Freak of the Week. We got round 2. It's playoffs. We got 2 ads that Lern's going to read. One of the ads moving on to the next round, and then we'll get into the Crap on Celebrities portion of the show. It is 7:10. It's Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to September 29th. Left lane is blocked due to debris on the road 255 westbound at Limburg. Up on 44, we got a right lane blocked due to a stalled vehicle. 44 eastbound before Kings Highway. Your point forecast partly cloudy, high of 92. Right now it's 69 at the Point Studio.
We are backstage at Point Fest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Point Fest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always. But I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far. It sounds
on your car and your home insurance. And I want you to call Tracy Bibb. Tracy Bibb at Allstate Insurance. You know, she's got some great rates. In fact, it's a hard insurance market, meaning companies are seeing a lot of rate pressure, so they're increasing. And these companies are also canceling people who have had accidents. Allstate has better rates and can write coverage for more situations, even when other companies can't write you a policy. And this is for Missouri, and this is for Illinois. Reach out to Tracy today and see how she can save you money as well as keep you covered. She's going to work with you to make sure you have the right type of coverage for when something happens, not if, but when. We are all going to have a claim in our lifetime with either our car or home, and when claims do arise, Tracy is going to make the claims process easy and quick. So get a hold of Tracy Bibb today for a non-committal quote. It's free. It's easy. Just see how much money you could save. 314-328-4260, 314-328-4260. It's no fib. You're in good hands with Tracy Bibb. Check this out. There's nothing. Nothing. It's a blank canvas. You see that? The plants are coming in nicely. Come a long way since last year.
Oh, hey, you want to come in? Let's go. It's night and day for what you guys saw before. I mean, this is an actual house now with rooms all framed at. But here's the cool part. We kept basically the frame of the old garage. I mean,
plumbing, heating, cooling, and energy experts. Save 25% before 2025, plus an additional $4,800 in savings when you choose Anton's to replace your heating and cooling system. If you don't need to replace your whole system, Anton's can get you into a new AC for as low as $56 a month. We still got some heat, guys. Today is 92 degrees. And this is a perfect opportunity to take advantage of end-of-summer savings by calling Anton's. Visit them at antonshvac.com. That's ANTONSHVAC.com. You're going to see all the services and all the different things they can do with your home to make sure that you have total indoor comfort. That is what they are all about. They're all about world-class service, and I know. I trust them in my home. I've used Anton's for so many things, for my furnace, for my AC, for my preventative maintenance, and I've even had an energy audit from Anton's to make sure that my house is staying as efficient as possible, and they've saved me a ton of money. AntonsHVAC.com. Book your service now. ANTONSHVAC.com.
Hello, I'm Lefty Borton, here for you, your Valentine's 2016 holiday dating tips. Number 1, fireplaces are great, but don't get too close. Human hair is flammable. Tip number 2, a bearskin rug is romantic. Go with something dark. It'll hide most of the stains. Alcohol is key. Always check for an ID. If you don't know, the judge will tell you. Tip number 4, trash bags should always be within reach. I'm fine. I have mine within reach all the time. We're not going to get to all of them. I haven't even gotten to the clamps yet. We're out of time for this year. I'll see you next year with Lefty Borton's Valentine's Tips for 2017. Goodbye for now.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Hey.
It's great to see you
Our
guys.
invisible third member.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
well,
yes.
how you doing?
We're the hail half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the Point, you were on my when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different lifetime.
It was probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All right,
is.
We're playing the Steeple right now, which is
thank you guys for
fantastic.
spinning it. Yeah.
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel trap, man.
It happened yesterday. The wait is over. The Fed cut rates. Interest rates are finally coming down. What does this mean to you? This means you could put extra money in your pocket by refinancing your mortgage. This is when you call Kevin Putney. Kevin Putney, the 123 Mortgage Team, refinance the house. You're paying an outrageous rate now. Lower your interest rate, less of a monthly payment, or you could do what I did. Is you could take your 30-year loan and bring it down to a 15. I am going to pay my house off earlier. It's wild to even think that. Kevin makes the whole process simple and painless, whether you're refinancing or whether you're going to buy a home. Maybe now's the time to do it. Secure your dream home with more affordable financing. This is what we've been waiting for. Fed cut the rates, and now it's time to take advantage. 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123. Kevin Putney is online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, equalizing opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Point Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How are
hello.
you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Good to
First
see
of
you.
all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed. The singers are usually late.
Program phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. And that is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from St. Charles. Adam Kroom. The Kroomer. Adam is a day one Riz Show listener. Always makes sure to tune into the show on his daily commutes to work. While he misses Jeff's presence on the show, he's a huge fan of the additions of both Lern and Rafe over the past year and appreciates each of our personalities. Loves the first hour of the show. You know, it's like hanging out with friends, he says.
That's nice.
Friday Fail Stories, loves Just Two of Us, loves 3 and 5. Adam Kroom from St. Charles is our Team Riz member of the day. He gets that super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. You get yourself signed up at 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, on the show today, matchup with Moon. That'll be happening in just a little bit. We've got crap on celebrities with your porno birthday. But first, we need to get another freak through to the quarterfinals of the Freak of the Year playoffs. That's right. So it's round number 2. So the 2 ads you're about to hear, they won in their respective weeks, and then they won again in round number 1, and now head-to-head, vying for a quarterfinal spot, one step closer to becoming the Craigslist Freak of the Year, and it's all based on your votes via Twitter at RIZZ Show. So learn to read the ads. We'll put them up for a vote. You guys vote, and we'll see who's moving on. Lern, are you ready?
I am so ready.
Let's go. Ad number 1 coming at you.
Plant me, man for man, 49 years old, Newfoundland. I want you to plant me and then plant me. I love plants. Like I'm obsessed and identify as a plant. I'm looking for a cool 420 friendly partner who will treat me like their little fiddle plant and give me more than just their green thumb, wink, wink. I want you to plant me in the ground up to my neck and then water me the old-fashioned way. Use me as a toilet and make sure that I get the nourishment I need. You can dig me up and transplant me as I grow. Bury me in all sorts of positions. Ass up with my legs and arms buried securely in the ground will leave me at your mercy. And I want no mercy. You can also bury me with only my face and my stalk exposed for your pleasure. I want us both to benefit from our horny little garden. Make sure you pull up all the pubies and keep your friendly little fiddle plant tidy. I have a giant cattle trough and plenty of dirt for us to use. Looking forward to becoming your favorite naughty crop.
All right, we first heard that ad back in April.
The visuals, dude.
I forgot about pull my pubes.
I love the visual of this man with just his head and his wiener. Yes.
Yes. Yes, his wiener. And
Feed me, Seymour.
What a weird way to be with your neck, you know, unless you do the slanted dirt down. Because, you know, like, I don't have a dong, but I imagine you have to, like, lift your neck up. I don't know, dude. Hilarious.
Well, this is a freak named Robert Plant. Robert Plant. Plant me from Newfoundland. That is our first ad.
And keep me tidy. I imagine him face up in the trough with like a little, just like a little divot. Like a little crater around his face and around his genitalia.
Yeah. That's actually how you're supposed to plant trees, you know? You have to bulb the, make a little, yes.
Okay.
Little crater.
Well, this guy's got a giant cattle trough that we can have fun in, so. All right, so that's Robert Plant. On to ad number 2. Lern coming at you.
I want to get literal. Woman for man, 41 years old, Vancouver. I have a fetish that goes one level deeper. I want to become the genitalia, the organs themselves. I'm a special effects costume designer and a cosplay aficionado and obsessed with male and female organs. I want a willing partner with intense sexual desires who will not just administer their wonderful penis, but transform and become the penis itself. I've designed a human-sized latex costume to scale of life like penis and vagina suits. And they have removable sections for intercourse while fully immersed in our roles as both living embodiments of the masculine and feminine. The suits are highly detailed with a testicle sac for your feet and a circumcised penis head. And my suit has all the parts of an asymmetrical vulva, labia minor, majora, clitoral hood, and even a hidden clitoris flap, which hides the ever-elusive button that we all seek. As you sheathe your sword in my scabbard and thrust, we become one and transcend all barriers of sex and art and orgasm and a gender-bending euphoria. We can workshop personalities for our penis and vagina characters together. Theater training a plus, but not required. And no smokers or weirdos.
No weirdos indeed. That is our second round 2 competitor, Jamie Lee Pubis. Jamie Lee Pubis, the cosplay aficionado with life-size penis and vagina cosplay costumes.
Did we, and maybe we did, I just want to say, did we name it Jamie Lee Pubis because of the rumor that she
I was just thinking the
a
same thing, and I don't think we did.
No, I don't think we did.
What an amazing,
That's
ironic name.
Yes, and that's so weird because I was just sitting here staring off being like, did we catch that?
No,
when
we
named
didn't.
her? And I don't think we did.
didn't.
Yeah,
I think just we had to think of an actress's name.
right.
I'm sure it came from the chat, but
It came from
we
the
didn't
chat.
catch it.
We didn't catch that. And that's I wouldn't have thought of that.
But
until you
honestly,
brought it up.
Well, now it's all I'm
perfect.
thinking
And
about.
makes it even more perfect.
It is
works.
so perfection.
Gender-bending
Chat Wordle.
euphoria.
Now it works.
Activa.
What a horrible rumor.
Well, she owned it. She's all
She
right.
didn't care.
Has she?
You know what? And
Did
I will.
she own it?
Yeah, she did, dude. Remember in True Lies when she's got that G-string on
Yes.
and she's dancing? I remember in the '90s watching that with my
Yes.
dad, and I'm like, "There's no penis there. Like, there's nothing going on there."
But that wasn't a rumor back then.
It was.
Back then?
I think it
Yes.
was. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was after Trading Places, before True Lies.
I learned what a hermaphrodite was scientifically because of the rumor of Jamie Lee Curtis in the '90s.
Yeah, it's not as bad as
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
the
Yeah,
Gerbil,
yeah. But I would say, they were trying for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Jamie Lee Pubis up against Robert Plant. So, based on what you've heard, what you've read, you've heard this ad now a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Both these ads, Lern, who will you be endorsing?
You know, I've endorsed both of these ads in the past, just looking at the history of wins. But for me, it makes me smile. It weirds me out. It's freaky and creative, and I like it. And I'm going Robert Plant.
Robert Plant gets Lern's endorsement. I'm going to go to King Scott next.
Yeah, I'm going Robert Plant all the way.
King Scott.
The Green Thumb Man.
I'll go to Moon next. I heard that sigh.
I'm going to take the dark horse here. I think Robert Plant is freaky and definitely deserves to be in these competitions here. But I almost see it as like, this is just a dude that wants to do like this, the bury me in sand kind of glory hole style, right?
I get you.
I kind of see that here. Or maybe just likes to be confined. I don't know. But Jamie Lee Pubis, to me, I think there's so much going on that we're not seeing here and I'm not understanding, that I think maybe the bigger potential freak here.
This is a true definition of a freaky person behind closed doors with the cosplay stuff and the penis and the vagina thing.
And they're blurring
just
the lines.
the way she thinks.
Yeah, they're blurring the lines of work and pleasure and everything. I think Jamie Lee Pubis is my winner.
Me too. Rafe Williams.
This is tough, man. It's tough that these two are up against each other this early on, because this is an AFC championship game situation where it's like, this could be the Super Bowl to me. It's tough. Robert Plant, I see the glory hole argument, except I think he wants to be pee-peed on top of being buried, and like glory hole, you're not incapacitated. This goes in with like the people like to be sealed up vacuum style. He wants to be buried up to his face and wean, like, and be immobile and completely and ass up. And
yeah, but just the freaky personality of Jamie Lee Pubis, and the creativity to come up with life-size penis and vagina costumes, and then have those things have sex.
It's wild. It's a
so
coin
talented.
flip.
So much talent here.
Yeah, I like that they want to workshop personalities. She's leaving it open. She's not making it just her fantasy. She's enrolling you into it as well. She's open-minded.
Yeah.
Clearly took an improv class. I think I'm going to sway. I'm going to lean Robert Plant, though.
Okay.
And this could be
it's going to be close.
I think it's going to be close.
All right, so vote via Twitter at RIZZ Show. Is it Robert Plant? Is it Jamie Lee Pubis? The ad with the most votes moves on to the Freak of the Year quarterfinals. Wow, guys.
Wow.
This is why we do it. This is why we do it. All right, today is September the 19th. Back in the day, 54 years ago, 1970, the Mary Tyler Moore Show debuts on CBS. 43 years ago, 1981, Art Garfunkel decides to let Paul Simon join him on stage for a free Simon and Garfunkel reunion concert in Central Park. About 500,000 Art Garfunkel fans showed up, and millions more watched it on HBO.
Very cool.
You ever watch that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You ever watch
the live
Simon and Garfunkel in Central Park?
No.
Yeah, I just listened to some of that yesterday, actually.
You know, they'll show it. They'll show it on PBS on like a Sunday when they're doing their fundraisers.
I like that. I've never watched it, though.
Really?
They have a lot of great concerts.
Yeah, they do. I find myself
On
going
Channel 9?
Oh, hell yeah.
Anytime I go by one, I go, "Oh, what is this? I'm not going to be interested in this." And then 20 minutes later, I go, "What am I doing? I just saw 4 songs."
Yeah, dude, like the music of John Williams by the Boston Pops, and John Williams is directing, and you get sucked into it.
Yep.
Even when it's ones that you don't know anybody, you don't know the music, you don't know the names. It just sounds so good. They do such a good job at those productions. You're like, "Oh, I'll watch this for a while."
But that Simon and Garfunkel live at Central Park is amazing.
From what year?
1981.
Cool.
500,000 people showed up.
That's awesome.
42 years ago, 1982, a computer scientist at Carnegie Mellon University, his name is Scott Fallman, becomes the first person to use the smiley and sad face emoticons on the internet. And guess what?
What?
He now regrets doing it. 40 years ago, 1984, Highway to Heaven debuts on NBC. Who watched that show as a kid?
Heck yeah.
Highway to Heaven.
Landon.
Michael Landon and the other guy who wore the
other
A's,
guy with the beard.
the A's baseball cap.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Michael, and I'm the other guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his name was. But you know what I'm talking about. He always wore the A, right? Was it A's?
Yeah. Yeah.
39 years ago, 1985, a U.S. Senate committee heard testimony on the labeling and rating of music with explicit lyrics. It was initiated by the Parents Music Resource Center, led by Al Gore's wife, Tipper Gore. So the PMRC had made a list of the most objectionable songs, which they called the Filthy 15. Included Prince's Darling Nikki, Sheena Easton's Sugar Walls, Twisted Sister's We're Not Gonna Take It, Cyndi Lauper's She Bop. So the Senate committee heard testimony from, do you remember seeing these people in front of Congress?
Yes.
Frank Zappa, Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, and the one we're like, why is this guy here? John Denver.
It's the greatest, man. His speeches.
Oh, and that gave him
Incredible.
so much cred in the rock world.
Yeah.
Him like going to bat for all those people.
Yes.
And it's an incredible speech, and I recommend going to watch it. 36 years ago, 1988, Greg Louganis hits his head on a springboard during the diving preliminaries at the Seoul Olympics. I remember when this happened. If you watch the videos, he was doing a little, twisty twist and hit his head on the springboard.
Oh, yeah.
He did not tell the doctor who was fixing his bloody gash on his head that he had HIV. 35 years ago, 1989, Doogie Howser, MD. That premiered, starring Neil Patrick Harris. That show lasted 4 seasons. 34 years ago, 1990, my favorite movie hits theaters, Goodfellas.
Dude, when you were watching Doogie Howser and the synth started, like he was about to start typing,
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, man, it's over already." Like at the end,
At the end,
you'd
yeah.
always be doing the little video diary, video journaling.
Mm-hmm. The old computer.
And you hear the little
The
synth,
black screen with the green.
Yeah, dude, it was so
like,
cool.
it's over.
But every time you hear it, you go, "Oh man, these things are over
Because usually
already."
it was like, so that was 1989. It was 11 years old.
It was a good
Doogie
time.
Howser was writing his video or his computer blog, computer journal. It's like close to bedtime. Damn it. 19 years ago, 2005, How I Met Your Mother premieres. That lasted 9 seasons. And 16 years ago, in 2008, Travis Barker and DJ AM suffered severe burns when their jet crashed after takeoff, killing everybody else on board. Personal assistants, the pilots, and sadly, DJ AM died of an overdose the following year.
Doogie Howser may be credited for the first ASMR.
Yeah.
The typing.
Play it.
Like that was. He's grabbing his shoulder.
A hot shower might help that, son.
Now the dad's coming in. Hang on, let's get to the typing. Oh, here he goes.
Him journaling at the end.
Yep. Now he's. There's
when you heard that.
There it is.
Him reflecting on what happened.
November 19th, 1990. Learned a lesson.
Remember how amazing it was when Neil Patrick Harris was in, what was it? Come on.
Harold and Kumar?
Yeah, Go to White Castle, and it was a completely different tone for NPH.
Yeah, man.
And then he went on to do like Gone Girl. I mean, now How I Met Your Mother.
Well, that got him the role in How I Met Your Mother.
Incredible.
As Barney.
Yeah.
He
was resurrected his career.
I think he was just doing Broadway stuff at that point.
Yeah.
Dude, I was always so impressed with his typing skills. And when you go back and watch this, like, listen to this. Like, he's going pretty slow. I mean, for such a genius, not a great typer. The kid's a doctor, but he can't type any faster than this. He's got maybe 40 words a minute.
Yeah. And that's what happened back in the day.
Victor French, by the way.
What'd you say, Rafe?
Victor French was the other guy in Highway to Heaven.
Okay.
He was also in Little House on the Prairie. Made all his money off Michael Landon.
Wow.
He's Robert Englund's favorite.
Freddie?
No, they were their best buds. French and England.
Oh,
sorry, Scott. Where were you on that
hell?
Where? Where's my?
Vinny French. Swing
on a miss.
You got to swing, to hit.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
Dave Navarro has apologized to Jane's Addiction's opening acts for canceling their tour after Perry Farrell tried to attack him on stage last Friday. Dave Navarro wrote, "I would personally like to apologize to Love and Rockets, Crawlers, and their crews for such a terrible outcome of what started off as an incredibly magical tour. Love and Rockets are my heroes, and I'm so grateful I had the opportunity to perform on the same stage as them for as long as I did. It has truly been an honor." Both Perry and the rest of Jane's Addiction have apologized for the scuffle. Its members said that they hope that Perry seeks the help that he needs for his mental health issues. Meanwhile, Hootie, Darius Rucker, was a bit shocked by the onstage fight with Jane's Addiction. He's quoted as saying, "You're playing rock and roll, man, and you're mad because they're too loud?"
So the whole argument was, Perry Farrell was being drowned out by the other instruments, of the band, and that means he had to kind of yell over things, and his voice was hoarse. That's not Dave Navarro's fault.
Right. That's your sound guy's fault.
Don't you have a sound guy that does that? Your monitor guy?
Yeah.
The guy that's in charge of what you hear?
And also, aren't there hand codes that you make up with your sound guy so he knows what you need?
Well, Dave seems like an analog guy, so he's probably got some cabs up there running actual tube amps, and you can have your stage volume be too loud.
Okay.
I mean, that can happen. Now, but I still haven't even seen confirmed that was Perry's trouble. That was what the wife wrote on an Instagram post. So I don't know if that's
Who knows?
real.
Thanks to Diddy and all this mess that he's created for himself, Las Vegas brothels felt the need to remind people that baby oil should not be used as lubricant. In case you missed out, the 14-page indictment against Diddy claims law enforcement recovered more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, as well as other sexy supplies in the raids on his Miami and Beverly Hills homes. But that news does not sit well with the brothels. They tell everyone, because they are the pros, you should not be using baby oil as a lube because it is super bad for vaginal health and can warp your condoms.
Hey, in real
Public
life,
service announcement.
what the heck is baby oil for? Because it's not for babies. Right? So, like,
Well, no, it's for babies.
It's definitely for babies, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah, skin moisturizer.
It's just like I thought essential oils.
Well, according to my mom, in the early 80s, it was for tanning, but it was very bad. Like a lot of moms were just laying out in those weird lawn chairs, like you posted a picture of the other day, that would burn your little gams as a child. And just rubbing baby oil on, no sunblock.
So.
Okay,
I don't know why I thought that was bad.
So from what I hear, they were like industrial-sized tubs of lube, like with the, the squirt,
the pump,
the pump.
Oh my gosh!
And all I'm thinking is that first of all, 1,000 bottles has got to take up a lot of room.
Yeah.
And did P. Diddy think, you know what, 500's not enough?
Well, and also, where were these stored? Because was there like a sex dungeon where everything was leather?
Well, there was like a lube room.
Guy's got a Costco membership, supposed to use it on something.
I mean,
that's got to come on a pallet.
I've watched 50 Shades of Grey. He's got a sex room that's full of red leather, bendable furniture. I mean, like, what are you doing? You're putting it all over the front. You're sliding around. Like, bodies just,
well, I'm
you
just
can't even
imagining,
walk around
one
in there.
of his assistants goes, all right, Diddy, we got the 500 bottles of lube. And he goes, not enough.
Get me more.
enough.
Double the order.
That'll get us through Saturday.
Well,
you're gonna need 200 pairs of those trampoline socks too, just to make sure you're not slipping on the ground. You know, those alligator socks.
Well, I remember, you start learning about sex and all the rumors and myths. And I remember being like, knowing, hey, water-based lubricants, because you can puncture a hole in your condoms or it ruins the protection.
Right.
And so I really appreciate the Las Vegas brothels for speaking up and finding some silver lining in this terrible
the
situation.
brothel, Scott, doing the Lord's work.
That's incredible. Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Say thank you, brothels.
Thank you, brothels.
Oh my God.
It sounds like a country, brothels.
And we'll go ahead and mark that as podcast
Okay.
title. Thank you, brothels.
Guys, Gwen Stefani has announced that her 5th solo album, Bouquet, is coming to us on November 15th. The track that we're hearing about is Purple Irises.
What's it called?
Bouquet.
Bouquet.
Bouquet. Bouquet.
Bouquet.
Bouquet.
Usually ready for that, not this time.
Well, Purple Irises is the song that she and her hubby, Blake Shelton, have put out. Other songs will have flower-related titles, hence the Bouquet title of the
So
album.
she's going country? Is that what?
Allegedly
this is?
so. She's she's got a really cute beige cowboy hat on that I think all of us would look fly in. Moon's kind of got it on today.
Why can't I buy it? Why can't I buy it? I mean, anybody can, I guess, come over.
Post Malone has been very successful.
Yeah, but I feel like it's kind of in him, right? Like it seems genuine, and I'm not saying that it's not genuine for her.
She's a California girl, though.
It hasn't been. Yeah, she's so LA. She's represented LA and Harajuku.
LA was her best culture. She did the Harajuku thing with the Japanese chicks for a while.
Right.
And that was cool.
Which is Japanese LA.
Yeah.
She's like
Japanese.
the queen of ska music.
I know. And I wish she would have stayed there to be completely real.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm not saying that it's not genuine. Like I said, I think you can adopt it, and you can. She lives in Oklahoma or wherever.
Yeah, they got a farm. She could.
I don't like this cultural appropriation thing. I'll be honest with you.
It kind of is.
It
kind of is. That's what I'm saying. Like I understand if you come over.
Yeah.
And you're living it and you're feeling it, but like, where is it in the spirit of music? And I'm going to hang this on the Beyonce hook too, man.
Who would have thought that Darius Rucker could have come from Hootie and been
Because if you listen to the Hootie records, they're country records.
Country, yeah.
From North Carolina.
He's a country guy.
He is living it. Like you can hear it in the Hootie stuff. You can hear it from his roots. I hate to do the she's gone country back to her roots. Like that whole song just does not apply here or in Beyonce's case.
Yeah.
And it's not a guy-gal thing.
Well, and also
the nice thing with country
Texas,
fans is they will not let that survive and win.
Have you heard that? Have you heard that record, man?
I haven't heard the record, but I'm just saying she did grow up around. I mean, she was from Houston, Texas.
Who?
Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. Yeah, she's from
but
Texas.
Houston's
So she's probably immersed in it as a
She
child.
did.
But you don't hear it in the record.
Dolly was saying that the reason that Beyonce got snubbed for the CMAs is because they decided to limit it to people that have been doing country music longer. So I guess
have dedicated their lives
have
to
dedicated
it.
their lives to
That can't be
it.
true either.
Well,
the songs are terrible.
Well, they better not throw Gwen. If she puts out a country record and they put her into the CMAs last year, they better be setting a precedent with the Queen Bee because people will outrage.
Lose their mind.
Yes.
Well, that's only what Dolly Parton said.
As long as the songs are good, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like it.
I want to root for her. I like her. We have a lot of mutual friends. I
love Gwen Stefani.
I like her. I want to see her do well.
She's married to one of the biggest country artists, of our
Okay.
time.
Just saying, I'm having a difficult.
I am as well.
I have a difficult time checking out.
Gwen.
Yeah.
I love her. I really want No Doubt to just tour again. I think that's just what she needs to do. She'd make a ton of money.
Yeah, dude.
Take all my money.
I want to see No Doubt. They're still like primed. Look at them. Like they look great. They sound great.
They were here in 2009. That's the last time No Doubt came through.
Give me some more No
I
Doubt.
want to see Blake Shelton do ska.
Hell yeah.
Let's flip it.
Speaking of collabs, Hailstorm teamed up with country duo Brooks and Dunn for a new version of their song Boot Scootin' Boogie. It's going to appear on the duo's new album Reboot 2, due out November 15th. Sponge, and this is something I'm excited about. Hold on to your butts. Sponge is going to celebrate their 30th anniversary with a new covers album called 1994, where Sponge tackles songs by Alice in Chains, Blur, Oasis, STP, and Urge Overkill. That is due out to us on October 18th.
Sponge?
94 is the best year for alternative.
I'm excited.
That's
Sponge is a
cool
good
thing.
record. Sponge is a good
Yeah.
band. Listen to their song Wax a Static.
Right. Everybody knows Plowed.
Plowed and Molly.
Yeah.
Molly, the 16 candles down the drain. But Wax a Static, dude, that's a banger.
Go, turn it up.
man.
While you look that up.
You know
I need to play
Do
this
I?
for you.
Lars Fredriksson of Rancid is selling off 30 of his guitars through Reverb, including a 1993 Epiphone Les Paul that he used on Rancid's Let's Go and Out Come the Wolves. So you can check that out on Reverb. And finally, in music news, The Darkness is going to release a new album called Dreams on Toast on March 28th.
Dude, listen to this.
Yeah.
This is dude, turn this up.
Let's go.
Here we go. Anytime now. You don't remember the song?
I don't.
It almost sounds like that Cannonball song.
You know the song, right?
Elastic.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, I like this.
Oh, wait till the hook. I'm getting goosebumps about this song. I saw this guy do a stage dive. They were playing in Times Square, and nobody caught him, and the stage was like 50 feet high.
Wow. Right on.
Yeah, listen to this here. But this is so 90s, too.
I love it. I'm excited for this covers album.
All right.
It's good. I will be adding that to my playlist.
Yep.
In TV news, Saturday Night Live has announced its hosts and musical guests for the first 5 shows of the show's 50th season. September 28th, Gene Smart and Jelly Roll. Nate Bargatze, Coldplay, Ariana Grande, Stevie Nicks, Michael Keaton, Billie Eilish, John Mulaney, and Chappell Roan will all be part of the 50th season, and that's exciting. This is one of the best lineups for hosts and music
So 50th
guests.
anniversary, the 50th anniversary season. Are they doing like a big party like they did for the 40th?
I bet they are.
Remember they did a 40th anniversary show, which was very cool to watch. That was the first time Eddie Murphy came back, and everybody was
right.
expecting him to do something, and he did nothing.
Maybe he'll come back for this. Mr. Beast and Amazon are facing a class action lawsuit from 5 unnamed contestants in a Beast Games reality show competition show. Excuse me. The lawsuit includes a slew of allegations such as sexual harassment, failure to pay, false advertising, and emotional distress. According to the lawsuit, Beast Games participants were deprived of medical care, food, sleep, and the necessities of basic hygiene, and the show exposed contestants to, quote, dangerous circumstances and conditions as a condition of their employment.
What did they have to do? Like it was a competition thing?
So it was, I guess, I've never watched the show, so I don't know what type of challenging competitions, but they knew upon signing the contract when they applied to be on the show that they were facing potentially long and challenging competitions, and they all are alleging that they got more than they bargained for. And so as of writing, representatives for Mr. Beast and Amazon have not commented. Moving on into movie news, can you imagine David Schwimmer in the place of Will Smith in Men in Black?
Let me shut my eyes.
Imagine it. Ross from Friends.
No.
Okay.
I don't want it.
Because
I've got to get me one of these.
Yeah. I'll buy that as much as a country record.
Well, it almost happened. So David Schwimmer was offered the Men in Black part first, and he turned it down because he had only a short break from Friends, and he'd already committed to directing his own movie. So the movie was a high school reunion comedy that nobody ever saw called Since You've Been Gone. And he said it was a brutal decision, but he adds that he had been convinced a bunch of friends and associates to do the movie. So if he scrapped it for Men in Black, those friendships would have probably ended. So
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
He was also up, interestingly, was offered Independence Day first.
Interesting.
And turned it down to make Pallbearers because it was a friend of his directing.
Okay.
So he turned down the Will Smith role?
Schwimmer's turned down 2 iconic Will Smith.
Did he turn down the Will Smith role? Or
He turned down Will Smith's role in Independence Day and Will Smith's role apparently in Men in Black.
Well,
I thought that's what you were referencing.
I can almost picture him in the Jeff Goldblum role.
Uh-huh.
And
he was offered, it was like peak Friends, and he was offered Will Smith's role in Independence Day. Yeah.
Whoa.
He could have had success and then slapped Chris Rock.
2 Alien movies, too.
Yeah.
2 Alien movies. Very weird.
Yeah, can you picture David Schwimmer slapping the crap out of Chris Rock?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Melania Trump took to social media yesterday to defend her past as a nude model. In an Instagram video, she says, quote, "Why do I stand proudly behind my nude modeling work? The more pressing question is, why has the media chosen to scrutinize my celebration of the human form in a fashion photo shoot? Are we no longer able to appreciate the beauty of the human body?" She adds, throughout history, master artists have revered at the human shape, evoking profound emotions and admiration. We should honor our bodies and embrace the timeless tradition of using art as a powerful means of self-expression. Now, the clip also includes images of famous nude art like Michelangelo's David, as well as a plug for her new memoir, Melania, which is hitting the shelves on October 1st.
Has anybody seen the statue of David in person?
No.
Wild.
Where is it?
Is that Milan or Rome?
I have not, no.
I don't know.
Is it in Paris?
Nah.
No, it's in Italy.
It's way bigger than you expect, but smaller.
What part?
But isn't it small? Like he's got David's got a small dong.
Yes.
Compared to the rest of his body. Is that the?
Yeah, wasn't that an age though, like where it was?
Having a big dong was not a thing of.
That you were dumb.
Yeah.
It was like you were relying on your intellect if you were not well endowed. So it's in a way it's presenting him in the best light.
So so people with big dongs were perceived as dumb. That's when the small dong people were in charge.
Yeah.
They put that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got a big dong, you're dumb.
It shall be our time again.
Yeah, if you got a big dong, you're stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, you big idiots.
What a dummy.
And on that, and finally, the top 10 hottest video game characters according to Gamers in Basements. I have a list.
Oh, Lara Croft.
Lara Croft is number 3, Riz.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah. Now, a lot of these I don't know
This
what
is
the hell
Pac-Man.
this is, so I'm going to, Mrs. Pac-Man, no.
Spoiler alert, Metroid.
Okay,
No.
so
I don't know what
thank
that
you,
is.
Brent, by the way. The statue of David is in Florence.
It's in Florida.
He goes, come on, dude. And no, Florence, Italy. Because I have a big dong. I'm just dumb.
Yeah. Hey, we don't know where the small dong statues exist, okay? This is a big dong only statue show.
So Lara Croft, hottest video game character is number 4.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Thanks for listening.
Okay. Princess Peach.
No. Should have been on the list, though.
What's the
She's a
title of the
hottie.
list?
The list, top 10 hottest video game characters according to Hot Ass Gamers.
Mario.
It doesn't necessarily, I was gonna say, it doesn't necessarily mean
It's me.
female, right?
Most are female. The final 9 and 10 are dudes, I'm assuming.
007.
No.
Duke Nukem.
Oh, how can you not
Yeah.
get aroused by Duke
Who's the
Nukem?
Resident Evil chick?
That's Jill Valentine. She's number 4.
How about Trevor Phillips from Grand Theft Auto?
Trevor Phillips, not on the list. Strange.
That's the Hoosier out in the
that's
desert.
who
right?
they
He's incredible.
Oh man. Where do we
Sonya
go
from
from
Street
Lara
Fighter?
Croft?
There's a gal in Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
Chun-Li from Street
Chun-Li
Fighter.
From Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Where's
number
she at?
6.
Okay.
I would have put money on Lara Croft being number 1.
Yeah.
She's been dethroned.
Can you give us like a year?
No, I can't because I don't know jack about these games.
Yeah, I'm running out.
Here, let me just
What
go
was
through it.
the,
You guys tell me if you know if they're hot or not.
GoldenEye follow-up.
So The Last of Us is Joel Miller is number 10.
Okay.
The Witcher, number 9, Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's Katana, number 8.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
No Sonya, unfortunately. Horizon Zero Dawn, Alloy. Chun-Li at number 6 from Street Fighter. Princess Zelda from The Legend of Zelda at number 5.
Yeah.
Jill Valentine from Resident Evil at number 4. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider at number 3. Yennefer of Vengerberg from The Witcher. And your number 1 smoking hot game character, according to gamers everywhere, is
Leisure Suit Larry.
you know her?
Yes.
You love her. Final Fantasies, Tifa Lockhart.
I was going to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leisure Suit Larry. What a game that was.
Can you believe that was a thing?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I had Leisure Suit Larry.
What a stupid game.
So you go. Do you remember Leisure Suit Larry?
Nah.
Like you go have sex with a prostitute, you get an STD.
This is Grand Theft Auto?
No, this is a game.
What was
called
the game called?
Leisure Suit Larry.
I wasn't allowed to play such games.
Neither were we.
So it was a game you had, like, if I remember, you had to type the commands on what he did.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You just,
Like
I don't remember.
right
man.
hand boob, left boob?
It
What are you talking
literally
about?
would, like, if you typed commands right, you'd go in and see, like, these blocky digital boobs.
Yeah, it was an adult-themed sex comedy video game series.
It was really dumb.
And you'd show him, it would show him kind of
This
like,
is greasing everybody up to be douchebags.
it would pixelate him having sex with a woman.
Ah, jeez.
And then when he'd get done, if he didn't use protection, his nether regions would glow as an STD. If I remember correctly.
It's very vague. I just remember my friend had it on his computer, and it was really dumb.
It was very,
It doesn't look
1987.
very cool.
Wow.
Leisure Suit Larry in the land of the lounge lizards.
That's the one I had.
A lounge lizard. That's what
Click on that.
people get called sometimes.
That's the
Now
one I
know.
had.
This
It
is
was
the one.
everything was all blocky.
In the land of the lounge lizards. Look at this. It almost, it kind of reminds you of the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, like the way that it looked.
Go fast forward, because I think you go up.
And Kung Fu, if you remember Kung Fu from Nintendo.
When was this released?
87.
You had to go buy condoms and to go.
Yeah, and it would write things like, all right, Larry,
And look,
at
then it'd
last.
have like a girl talking to you.
Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. All right, Moon.
Yeah, it was the storyboard thing.
That was your crap on. Thanks.
Very weird. Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Danielle Panabaker. That's Caitlin Snow. Killer Frost on The Flash is 37. Columbus Short. Harrison on Scandal is 42. Tegan and Sarah are 44. Allison Sweeney, former host of The Biggest Loser, is 48. Jimmy Fallon is 50. Sana Lathan, that's Donna from Family Guy, is 53. Trisha Yearwood is 60. That's Mrs. Garth Brooks. Kim Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is 60. Sherry O'Terry is 62. Lita Ford from The Runaways is 66. Jeremy Irons. Alfred from Justice League, Batman vs. Superman. One of the best bad guys of all time in The Lion King and Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He was the best.
He was great in that.
So freaking good.
That's
dude.
my favorite Jeremy Irons character.
Me too. Is your Fort Knox that guy? 76. Bill Medley from the Righteous Brothers. Best last name of any musician ever.
Yeah.
Medley is 84, and my oldest daughter
Aw.
Oh yeah,
is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, kiddo! Although she's 26.
26. You got a
Isn't
26-year-old.
Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
I mean, I think that's the math, right? I was 17.
Yeah, man,
yeah,
that sounds-
I was going to ask
Almost an adult now.
Mark, the pharmacist in the chat, says the Dire Straits music video for Money for Nothing, is that based on Leisure Suit Larry?
It looked very similar.
Looks very similar.
Interesting.
I finished watching Nothing But a Good Time, the documentary.
Yeah, you like it?
It's great on Paramount Plus. Excellent.
Cool.
Excellent. Recommend. 5 out of 5 stars. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Amber Rain. And today's birthday girl has been in 739 fine films, including All Aboard the Gangbang Train, Armpit Worship 2,
Please.
Bad News Bitches 3, The Big Wet Surprise 2, The Goo Girls 29 and 32, Horny Joe's Gym 2, Service Animals 23, and who could forget her role in 2007's Shh, Don't Tell Your Mama.
Service Animals 23?
Yeah.
There's 23 service animal movies?
There could be more. But she was in 23. Amber Rain would have been. Would have been 40. Passed away back in 2016. Cocaine overdose. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, on a lighter note, let's give away some stuff. We've got tickets to go see Falling in Reverse with Black Veil Brides, Dance Gavin Dance, and Tech Nine. Saturday at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets for the Pointer Guy Show featuring Breaking Benjamin and Stained. That'll be October 1st at the Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Blues Traveler tomorrow at St. Louis Music Park. And I think we got tickets to go see Sarah Silverman tonight over at the Stiefel Theater. After the break, we're going to play Matchup with Moon. So obviously I did not know the Statue of David was in Florence, so I'm pretty dumb.
Most of us
What?
didn't know that. I think you're
I don't
of
think anyone in the
status
room knew
quo.
it.
Well, you're a dummy too.
I am
Fine.
a dummy too. Let's pit this dummy versus that dummy.
So we need Team Riz and Team Moon. Scott, get 4 people on the phone.
I'll call him.
So King Scott's going to ask us 5 questions. Whoever gets the most questions right, our respective teammates on the phone will win their choice of prizes. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Matchup with Moon is next. Oh, also, a little later on, the National Toy Hall of Fame has revealed their 12 finalists.
Oh, boy.
And I always love having this discussion every year.
Yeah.
Who do we think should get into the National Toy Hall of Fame? Like, for example, I don't know this game, Apples to Apples?
Yeah. This is a great game. It's like Cards Against Humanity light.
Okay, so that's
it's a family-friendly.
That's
version.
up for induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Super fun game.
Of all the classic things that we've been discussing these last few years,
And
this
that's
game
only
is
from
20 years old.
1999. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it's 20-something years old. That's it.
So we'll chop it up next. Or
By
we'll
the way,
chop it up before the end of the
and
show.
I have my list of last year's winners and you know who voted for what.
Oh, good.
So we can go over that if you wish.
Yeah, I think we need to.
I keep this stuff now. It's important.
All right, straight up 8 o'clock, Thursday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We now have delays, 270 westbound between Dorset and Olive. And there's still that right lane blocked due to a stalled vehicle, 44 eastbound. Right at Kings Highway, it looks like. Your point forecast, partly cloudy, high of 92. Right now it's 71 at the Point Studio.
All right, we're here at the Burton House in Eureka, and I've been talking on the air about how they want to get rid of this almost 100-foot tree, 110-foot tree, something like that. My tree guy, Tom, he's almost 77. He's cutting this sucker down with our buddy Ryan. And I got my friend Brad over here helping out. So we're hoping it falls that way, and not that way, or that way, or that way. And I asked him, is it going to go that way? And his wisdom was, that's the plan. So we'll see.
Script on your future. Imagine transforming your life and career in just a couple months. Imagine by the new year, by 2025, you could be ready to jump into a career in technology. Be done with what you're doing now because you don't like what you're doing now. You don't like who you're working for or working with. You dread going in every day. You're not fulfilled. Dive into Centric's accelerated tech program, whether you're into coding or cybersecurity or network administration, they got you covered. And in as little as 4 months, they'll get you fully trained. The skills you need with hands-on training that sets you up for real-world success. They are with you every single step of the way. If you're coming out of the military, you can use your GI Bill for funding for tuition. And the best part is you learn how you want. On-site, online, day, evening, flex option. Centric's flexible learning fits your life. It's not the other way around. With new programs starting all the time, the right moment is whenever you are ready. So let's get going. Centric.com/Riz, CENTRIQ.com/Riz.
So last time you saw the garage, the place was full of stuff. It was dirty, it was dingy.
So this is the inside of the garage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep some of this structure here and then kind of build around it.
And now look, it's a house. So now we got siding, we got windows, we even have a roof and a patio. So let me bring you guys inside. Oh, hey, you wanna come in? Let's go. It's night and day for what you guys saw before. I mean, this is an actual house now with rooms all framed at. But here's the cool part. We kept basically the frame of the old garage. I mean, that's all old garage. So this is gonna be a bedroom, huh? Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm gonna be sleeping right over here. Oh, let me show you my favorite part. The bathroom. And I'm gonna be right here, you know. Let me show you the kitchen. Yeah, washing my hands at the sink. Let's see what's in the fridge. Nothing. Pantry. This will be the kids' room. I know it's dark in here, but this will be kind of a mud room. After working in the field, come over here, take off your stuff, washer, dryer. There's another bathroom over here that if the dogs get dirty, wash the dogs off, and everybody's clean and can relax. Let me tell you about one of my favorite parts of the house. We even got a metal roof on this puppy. This is it. House is almost done. Well, just gonna sit up here, sun myself, soak it all in, watch the plants grow, and we'll see you next time on the farm.
Of Pain on 105.7 The Point. You are live with Liv, and I am backstage at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater with Breaking Benjamin, getting all of our swears out so we don't do that on the air right now. Gentlemen, how are we?
Men's health, fellas, let's talk about it, all right? Fall is Saturday. That means you have 2 seasons left in 2024 to get your health under control if you're not feeling yourself going into the fall and the holiday season. Yeah, you're getting older. Maybe it's something with your testosterone. Maybe you need to lose a few pounds. Maybe you got a vitamin deficiency. Whatever's going on, you can find out at Victory Men's Health because they will test your blood down to a cellular level, figure out what's going on with each individual part of your health, and give you recommendations based on that. And they'll be your biggest cheerleader once you start a treatment plan with them and check in with you and make sure that your health is as much of a priority to them as it is to you. So don't wait. They have 4 locations. They have one in Town and Country that we all go to, one in each O'Fallon, Missouri and Illinois, and a brand new facility down in Sunset Hills where they've also added cardiovascular testing, which I will be taking part in the weeks to come. I'm going to go down there and check that out. So they're always adding new things to help you keep your health in tip-top shape. So don't wait. For more information right now and to schedule an appointment, go to victorymenshealth.com. That's victorymenshealth.com.
The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. We are at Busch Stadium.
Busch
Kirk
Stadium.
Hammett from Metallica joining us today. Thank you. It's absolutely an honor to get the chance to meet you.
Cheers, likewise.
All right, so first we're going to talk about things that are not music related.
Okay.
I saw your Instagram post on Friday night about coming to St. Louis, looking for some comic book spots.
Yeah.
Did you find any?
Well, I found one spot, but you know what? I didn't have time enough to make it to the place.
Sure. It happens, I'm sure.
Or in other words, I had every intention on going today, but, I made the mistake of picking up my guitar in my hotel room, and 2.5 hours later, I put it down. And I thought, there went my gallivanting around the city time.
Well, when I'm buying records, I find days where there's things where I either have it or just don't want it. Like with a collection of memorabilia and comics and things that you have horror related, do you have a tough time sometimes finding things you need and that you want and that aren't already in the collection?
Well, I just kind of kind of leave myself open to just anything when I'm just out there and just out and about. It's crazy because just recently on the East Coast, I went out to a comic store to buy some comic books that I knew had just come out. And I found something that I'd been looking for like the last 20 years. And I did a double take. I was like, is that really what I think it is in the cabinet? And sure enough, it was. And I was just blown away because I've only known of one of these things through another book, Right. I saw a picture of it in another book. I've never actually seen one, in the flesh. But lo and behold, there it was. And so I was like, oh my God, I just have to.
You have people over at your house on Sunday for the game or even Saturday for college football. The kids are back at school, so let's assess that damage. What did they do to the carpets? They killed your carpets. The kid up the street, he had an ice cream cone, and one of the scoops fell off onto the white carpet. Damn that kid. He's not invited back. But you still got to clean the carpets. And don't DIY. Don't go to the store and get one of those machines to DIY, deep clean your carpet. Big mistake. Zero Res will clean up the pizza spills, the dog messes. They will get the yuck out of your air ducts as well. And lucky for you could score big this month with great savings with Zero Res. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So it's time to call them in. Get them in there. Right now, you could get your entire home Zero Resified from St. Louis's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $129 and take $75 off your air duct cleaning. And hey, don't forget, they can do your dryer vent too. Schedule your appointment with Zero Res 314-474-2020, or you can book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com. But make sure you say you want the Rizzuto special. Spelled backward or forward, it spells the same at Zero Res.
Hey, so welcome back to the farm. In the last video, you saw me on the tractor with the brush hog in the field, trying to get everything all good. Kind of a pain. So I called in reinforcements. My friends from McCoy Construction and Forestry, they're here, and they brought toys. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's going on, Riz?
Chad and Steve and Mike. Okay, so we got some mowers, because I need some help in the field.
Absolutely.
So you guys saw me with the big brush hog, and with the...
There is. All right, welcome back to the program. Match up with Moon in just a second. You know, the world has changed a lot since the year 2000, right?
It's square now.
When everybody thought Y2K would cause computers to end humanity as we know it, now we know it's AI that's going to cause the end of the world. Now, someone on Twitter posed this question to the internet. People born before the year 2000, what trivial skill do you have that nobody uses anymore? What trivial skill do you have?
Good cursive.
That's what I was thinking. Cursive for me.
Mm-hmm. I really know how to paint on the whiteout in my planner.
I can play my guitar.
You still use a lot of whiteout.
I do.
Is that trivial?
Apparently.
How about the ability to rewind a cassette tape using a pencil? Got that ability.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How about driving stick? Driving a stick shift.
I want to learn how to do that.
My 16-year-old daughter has a stick shift.
So cool.
And her friends all say, like, what? How do you, why?
I need to learn how to do it. My mom's VW bus is a stick, and she needs to take me out on the road.
It's very easy. It's very fun.
Do you know how to fix a CD that skips?
Yeah, you just throw it in the trash.
Garbage.
Wasn't there some sort of like hack on light scratches where you could like put something on it?
Yeah.
Toothpaste. Was it?
So that's a trivial skill, you know. That's useless.
I don't know if it worked or not, but that was always if you put toothpaste on it, it would like fill the gap or something. I don't know.
Really?
What about ironing?
Crazy. What is it?
Ironing.
That's something you still use today, though.
Do you? When's the last time anyone of us
Well,
ironed?
now you have the one.
Well, not aside from Rafe Dean, who is a cowboy of the 70s.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even think we own an iron. We have a steamer.
Steamer. I was going to say that's what everyone uses now.
Well, you steamed your Reba dress at Rizzuto Live earlier this year, so I
still
know
have a
you
scar.
still use it. But
He burned me with the steamer, and I still have a scar.
Was sorry.
King Scott hurt me, everyone.
How about being able to
steams and
great
irons
photos
every day?
How about being able to parallel park without a backup camera?
she's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Takes me a while, but I can do it.
That's almost a trivial skill now.
Yeah, my daughter had to learn analog style. She's in a car with stick shift and no cameras.
Look at her.
Nothing fancy, no
I saw that
screens.
new commercial of the car that like crab walks into the. Have you seen that?
Where the wheels turn?
Where all four wheels turn and just
That's
slide in
cool.
sideways.
Damn.
Yeah, Renault had one of those.
I think it's like a new Hummer or something like that.
That's
it's got the crab
sweet.
walk feature. And I'm like, that's where we're headed.
Another good skill was the ability to find your friends in a public setting without using phones.
Yeah.
Like, I'll meet you at Busch Stadium.
Where's Waldo? Yeah.
And you somehow found each
That's
other.
actually true. Read a map.
Not even read a map. I could refold a map.
Whoa.
That is a skill.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I could refold one of those Rand McNally 8,000 fold maps.
Say less. That's awesome.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Thank you.
That's impressive at any time.
We need to do a speed test.
I know I could load a roll of film into a camera.
I can too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a definite trivial skill now.
I can rig a 12-stacked entertainment center in a living room with my bare hands. I know how to do that.
Okay, I could stop the flashing 12 on a VCR.
Right on.
And program the correct time.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you're just going to unplug it.
And throw it in the garbage. Yes.
Yeah, unplug. Why do I have a VCR plugged in?
I could read an analog clock.
Do you know anybody that could do shorthand?
My mom.
Shorthand for taking dictation.
My mom can, I think.
What? What did you just even say?
You know
Shorthand for dictation?
Yeah, it's
What do you
basically
mean?
ChatGPT
Oh, where you
like talk to
abbreviate?
text.
No, like a stenographer, like a courtroom stenographer.
Yeah.
Does shorthand for dictation.
Ah.
And then goes back and whatever you call it.
Retranscribe or whatever.
Transcribe.
Yeah, when they do transcripts in court, I think they still do. They still have this.
Yeah, it was the OG talk to text. You know what I mean? Like people are talking and they're going like just doing like little shorthand codes.
But it's shorthand.
I don't like how they typed. It was always like they're typing with their paws, like their hooves. You ever watch somebody stenography? Yeah.
Stenographer. I'm not sure if that's a word.
We're going with it.
I like
It is a word now.
What a cool word. Hang on. They're not.
Stenographer.
That's another thing I can do is I could load paper and ribbon into a typewriter.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And have a product come out the top. I bet a lot of people still can't do that.
I could use a rotary phone, and I know how to dial aggressively.
Me too.
On a rotary phone.
Nothing like dialing in a rotary phone aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just call this person right now. Freaking.
I could survive. I could survive the Oregon Trail
Same.
Dang, that's a big
without
one.
getting dysentery.
Yep, and no leprosy.
You know what I never could do? I could never land the plane on the aircraft carrier for Top Gun, the Nintendo game.
Nobody can.
Still can't do it.
Nobody can.
Sonic the Hedgehog and get to the secret menu that has all the sound effects so you can just play them all. And you can record them on
These
your
are trivial
tape.
skills.
Yep.
That we all possess. Put them together. Put all the skills that we have together.
Yeah.
What do you get?
But can you do any new age stuff?
A number one radio show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
A concrete block.
I can't do
can
anything.
you do a
new age.
TikTok? Can you make yourself an edited up
I cannot.
TikTok?
I need to do a Facebook Live later, and Lern's got to help me.
Yeah, you go, hey, could you help me get on Facebook there, Lern?
Honestly,
I know.
that's a
It's
discussion
very
that's had every week. I need to do a Facebook Live for a sponsor. Can you help me out there, Lern?
I literally hit record and pointed at you.
It'd take you 60 seconds.
I know.
All right, let's give away some stuff.
Brought to you by Friedrich HVAC Systems. Get serious about comfort and energy savings with Friedrich. Visit Friedrich.com.
All right, Riz versus Moon. Matchup with Moon. All right, we got Falling in Reverse tickets, Pointer Guys tickets. We got Blues Traveler tickets and tickets to go see Sarah Silverman tonight. Team Riz, Team Moon. All right, so Scott's going to ask us 5 questions. Whoever answers the most questions correct, our respective teammates on the phone will win their choice of prizes. I think we had one caller drop out, but that's fine. That's fine, Scott.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm sorry about that.
Well, so for round 1, we'll have one guy
He can
decide.
pick. Okay. And you both have your
Who he's
thinking
gonna
caps
back.
on, so this is going to be a tough competition today.
All
And
right.
this is stuff you both know really well.
Well, I hope.
That makes me nervous.
All right, Josh, you there?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy
All right.
birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. Josh, are you going to back Team Moon or Team Riz?
I'm going to go with you, Riz. Hook it up.
All right, buddy. Feel a lot of pressure here. All right, Josh, I'm playing for him. Moon, as the champion, will you be receiving the questions first, or will you be going to isolation first?
I think I want to receive the questions first, please, if you could, Riz.
Wise choice.
I will put myself into audio isolation. Got my little earbuds here.
Cute.
Okay, earbuds in. I'm going to put the Matchup with the Moon music on. If it's too loud, somebody signal me. And put myself into audio isolation.
All right.
And good to go.
Yep.
Well, Moon.
King Scott.
We shall begin. What do you call a baby owl?
A hoot. I'm going to say a chick.
Okay. What fish is used to make calamari?
What fish is used to make calamari? That's squid. I wouldn't consider them a fish, but maybe they're a fish. But I thought calamari was squid, so I'm just going to stay with squid.
How many branches does the U.S. government have?
How many branches? So you would say 3.
Which major U.S. network originally aired the sitcoms Friends, The Office, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
You said Friends, The Office,
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh man, which one did originally do that? Was that NBC or ABC? Friends, The Office, and Fresh Prince. Gosh dang, man. I want to say it's ABC, but I'm going to stay with NBC. That was what I first thought of, and he's probably wrong.
So you're good with that? All right. Who is the current Attorney General of the United States? We were just at the military base yesterday. I thought this would be easy.
Yeah, I don't know. This is an answer for him. I have no idea, dude. He's going to know this because he follows politics and likes all that crap. I don't know, brother. Condoleezza Rice. I have no idea.
Like it. Now, the tiebreaker. The Army was the first branch of the U.S. military. What year was the Army founded?
Time out. Did you say, the question earlier, did you say the United States has 3 branches?
Yeah.
Okay, and then your question here is what?
The Army was the first branch of the U.S. military.
Okay.
Yeah. What year was the Army founded?
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know that. I mean, is it post-Confederacy or is it prior to that? I mean, was the Army considered something after the Revolution in 1776? I mean, there's so many, I don't know the answer here, so... Man, god darn. I'll say, 1812.
18.
God darn, dude. That's a hell of an answer when you don't know. I don't even know where to go.
We're at it. I thought you'd know all that. All
That
right,
it?
I think we're there.
All right.
Yeah.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good, man.
Sorry.
How'd it go, pal?
Not good. Not great for me.
Dude, I was listening to Whitesnake
Oh, what's up?
in the still of the night.
Oh, remember when they used to do the radio station personalization of that song?
No.
Oh, yeah. And they had one for KC95.
In the still of the night?
Yeah.
Really?
Pretty
I
cool.
love when songs used to do that. They don't do as much, do they?
I know We Built the City did one.
Good luck, man.
We Built the City from Starship.
Did personalize
Because they talk about San Francisco in the song, but they would do different cities.
That's cool.
Like the newscast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yours to lose.
Okay, buddy.
Pressure's on. Somebody
Pressure's
could
on.
get tickets if you don't completely blow it here.
Well, I'm
But
playing for Josh. Josh is
you've been
on
known to
hold
blow it.
nervously. Blow what? Oh, the game. Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right, Scott, you and I.
Yes, sir.
Rocking in. Here we go.
Riz, what do you call a baby owl?
A baby, a baby owl. A
Cool.
baby owl.
Testing. A baby owl, you say?
yeah.
A hooter.
Nice.
What fish is used to make calamari?
A squid.
How many branches does the U.S. government have?
The judicial, the executive, and the legislative. 3.
Which major U.S. network originally aired the sitcoms Friends, The Office, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
NBC.
Who is the current Attorney General of the United States?
The current Attorney General is. Current AG is. The AG, the old AG. The old Attorney General is.
Everybody knows them.
Yep.
Everybody knows the old Attorney General.
Used to be Sis Carbuncle.
Yes, and now it's. The Missouri one is not the correct answer. God.
Just think of the news, you know.
I know, I'm thinking of the news. I don't know, pass.
Okay.
Pass. Give a name.
It's not Cyst Carbuncle?
I'm not allowed to give hints. He was former.
The Attorney General. He was the guy that... Oh, Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland. That's it. Got it. Boom.
The Army.
Because he wanted to be a Supreme Court guy. And now he's the AG. Merrick Garland.
You don't know if you're right, though. I'm not saying you're right.
Listen.
If you're right, you pulled that out of your butt last minute.
Yeah.
If you're right.
He wasn't on Google, was he? All right, tiebreaker.
You're out of your minds if you think that.
You need to calm down.
You need to calm down.
Tiebreaker. The Army was the first branch of the U.S. military. What year was the Army founded?
The U.S. Army, 1769. Okay.
Sir?
Nice.
All right. Okay. I think I did all right. Okay.
Man, there was one point where you jumped out of your chair.
Yeah, because I got an answer like.
Oh, it came
to me.
Oh, that's.
I'm sorry. What's the last answer you said?
Then I'm sure you
69.
won.
He thinks it came.
1969.
No, 1769.
1769.
Yeah, you know that question. It could
First
have been anything. I feel like it was like a trick question where it was like
The tiebreaker?
Yeah, I feel like something was established, obviously, pre-revolution or revolution, but it was like, when was it officially this particular U.S. Army?
Well, I hope we're not going to need it. Let's go. Let's get the answers playing for Josh. Here we go. Match up with the Moon, round number 1.
All right, fellas. What do you call a baby owl?
Moon said a chick. Riz said a hooter.
And it's called an owlet.
An owlet.
Got chicks on the mind, not owls.
Sorry.
0 for 1.
I said a hoot first. I was like, that would have been cute. A cute hoot.
What fish is used to make calamari?
Moon and Riz both said squid.
And you're both correct.
You know, it was considered a fish.
Confident.
And I get a lot of emails about that being a mollusk, but it is irrelevant.
Also octopus, I thought. No?
No, it's squid.
Nah,
The answer is squid.
serve
It's a
octopus
shellfish, technically.
separately.
How many branches does the U.S. government have?
Moon and Riz both said 3.
And the correct answer is 3.
Very good.
You did good. Which major U.S. network originally aired the sitcoms Friends, The Office, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Moon said NBC, so did Riz.
And it's NBC.
Confident. Dinger.
That was a
Oh, you didn't see the answer?
Ding, that's why we call him Ding Dong. That's why
okay.
his call sign's Ding Dong.
Ding Dong.
Yeah. He's a premature
If it's
Ding
going to go to
Donger.
tiebreaker, I'm going to lose.
It's not going to.
No, we're not the tiebreaker yet.
Oh,
Who is the current Attorney General of the United States?
You're right. You win because you're into the scrap.
This is the one that I pulled out. Like, this is the one where I could be wrong.
I knew you would. Confidence in you.
Moon said Condoleezza Rice. Riz said Merrick Garland.
And the correct answer is Merrick Garland.
Man,
that was incredible.
Wow.
I literally was like, no one's getting this.
No, if anybody's getting it, it's definitely him.
I got it. Well, you know who else got it? My boy Josh, who had all the confidence in the world. Josh, we won, buddy.
That was good.
Yeah, I heard, man. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Take them Tech 9 tickets, baby. Come on.
Tech 9, baby.
I feel fine
with
losing
the,
on that.
Black Veil Brides and
Well, and following in reverse, Ronnie Radke, he's cool too, but
Sometimes he's cool.
Okay, hang on, Josh.
What do you want to hear the tiebreaker?
Sure.
The Army was the first branch of the U.S. military. What year was the Army founded?
Moon said 1812. Scott Rizzuto said 1769.
And the correct answer is 1775.
Oh, I would have gotten that. Okay.
Wow.
Good round 1, guys.
Yeah. I don't feel bad at all for losing on that. It's all good.
We should be calling
I did
this
okay.
Right On with Riz. You know what I mean?
Right on, right on.
Right on.
He's, or we could call it really trying to catch up with Riz.
Oh, come on, man.
Really?
Come on.
I had to get it in at some point.
Mike, who you going with?
gotta go with Moon. Revenge for Moon.
That's right. Thank you.
Merrick Garland sounds
very
like an elf's name in like one of those
Oh, yeah.
claymation
He looks like a little elf.
Santa Claus.
No, he's one of the Keeblers.
Someone
right?
call Merrick Garland. Yes, Santa?
He does sound like
he should be.
He's a Keebler.
Like he
He's
lives in
got
a
a little
tree.
elf
Yeah.
face.
Doesn't that sound like he should be the Attorney General of the United States?
He's making fudge stripe cookies up in a tree
Yeah,
trunk.
I was like, he's the one credited with inventing the fudge stripe.
And I
cookie.
love him.
John,
Right.
Team Riz, or Team Moon?
We're going Team Riz.
Okay.
That was John?
That's, yes, John.
All right,
Mike,
playing the stats.
Moon, John, me. All right, into isolation for you.
Yes, sir.
I'll be
No.
receiving the questions first.
I
for
almost
round
wish
number
that I
2.
would have taken the questions a second on that first round because the music is like the most intense battle music, and I was ready. I was ready for battle.
Oh,
so you better do well on this round, is all I'm telling you.
We got it now.
All right. Here we go. All right, Moon's in isolation. Good time for round number 2.
Listen to that Greatest Showman song.
The one that ripped him off?
Yeah, he's upset.
You get angry.
All right, all for Josh here. Which Peanuts character always plays the piano?
Schroeder.
What was the name of the crime boss who was the head of the feared Chicago outfit?
Capone.
Which American road runs from Chicago to Los Angeles?
Chicago to Los Angeles. What road? I mean, is it Route 66? Okay. Route 66. Okay. I don't think that's right, but.
Does eggplant grow on a bush or a tree?
Bush.
Is jalapeno pepper a fruit or a vegetable?
Seed inside. I'm to say that's a fruit.
Now the tiebreaker. What year was Chicago founded?
Chicago. Chicago was founded in 1710.
Great
I
hands.
don't know.
You're locking that in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good.
So just to be clear before he takes these off.
Yeah,
Never mind. Never mind if he's in not in isolation.
Okay. Moon?
How'd you do?
And I don't know. I don't know.
Don't know, huh?
I'm not sure, I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
But good luck, pal.
Thank you.
You have a
Thank you very much.
Very nice hat on today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The open road.
Very cool. I like the spinny thing on the top of it.
Okay.
Propeller. It's my
the
favorite
propeller is
propeller
so
hat.
cool, dude.
And here we go.
All right, Moon for Mike here. Which Peanuts character always plays the piano?
I don't know. I can only name like 3 of them. Is it Charlie this point? No. Is it the one with the nasty blanket? Because that's the only other one I can think of. I got Snoopy, I got Charlie, and I got Pigpen. I'll say Pigpen because I have no better answer.
What was the name of the crime boss who was the head of the feared Chicago outfit?
What? Say it again?
What was the name of the crime boss who was the head of the feared Chicago outfit?
Capone, I guess? It was Chicago, right?
Which American road runs from Chicago to Los Angeles?
Man, I don't know. Route 66 goes New York, LA, right? All the way across, but it cuts through here. Why would it go through Chicago? It don't go through Chicago, does it? I don't know any other damn highways. Say the question again one more time, sorry.
Which American road runs from Chicago to Los Angeles?
I don't know. I have no better answer than Route 66.
What'd you say?
Route 66. Got no better answer. So I may as well just say something. Words.
Words. Does eggplant grow on a bush or a tree?
Well, I mean, I've grown eggplant. Technically, it's on a plant. I will say that it's probably on a tree or a bush. I guess on a bush. I've never grown it tall enough to consider it a tree.
Is jalapeno pepper a fruit or a vegetable?
Oh, man. Peppers. Seeds on the inside, outside, fruits, this, that, vegetables, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's used as a vegetable, and I don't think that could be a wrong answer. We're going to get into some controversy, I bet. I mean, it's a freaking... We argued yesterday about watermelons being fruits and vegetables, right?
Yeah.
And the Googles over the weekend, when we were sitting out at dinner talking about watermelon, it said that botanically it's a vegetable. So, I mean, botanically, yeah, but is it? God darn it! I hate this. Jalapeno, man. I mean, I guess it's a fruit if the seeds are on the inside, right? That's what classifies it. But then you got a strawberry with the things on the outside. Man, listen,
Go with your gut.
My gut is vegetable, bruh. And if you argue with it, hell shall be had.
Okay. What year was Chicago? Oh, this is for the tiebreaker. What year was Chicago founded?
Oh my gosh, man, Chicago. St. Louis was French settlement, 17-something, right? State, Missouri was like 1816. City's got to be way before that. Gnarly Fire, when was that? Gnarly Fire was 18. Man, dude. Do I go back to the 16s? No.
I think the fire was in the 1900s.
Yeah, it was like 1920 or something, right? Man, I'm going to say 16... Sugar McGavin. Chicago's had to have been there forever, right? 1707. I like sevens.
Just to follow up, you said eggplant was on a bush, right?
A bush? What was the option?
Or a tree.
Bush or tree?
Man, I guess I'll change. I guess I'll. All
right. I just wanna
give
make
me
sure I
tree.
heard
Give me
it
tree. Show me tree. Give me tree. Give me tree.
I kind of spaced out.
Because it is kind of stalky, right? That's a heavy ass thing. It can't be hanging off a bush, right? We'll say tree.
Hey, I don't know.
We'll say tree.
All right.
All right, so we're good?
I guess so. Okay. We're not good, but we're done.
Yeah.
Oh, it took you a long time. Damn, dude.
Yeah, well, I added
more questions.
What a disaster.
4 minutes.
That's on me.
Well, oh, stop it, man.
I'm just.
I know.
Listen, there's only so much Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
I'm not perfect.
Blue on black?
Do you want perfection
Blue on
from me?
black.
Nice.
I'm going to let you down.
I disagree with that statement.
God dang, man.
There's no amount of Kenny Wayne Shepherd that one cannot listen to.
Crazy that he was like 16 when
I know.
the song came out.
You know Kenny Wayne Shepherd?
Oh, yeah.
Blue on Black?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good tune.
He did a song with Buddy Guy, I think. One of his blues heroes.
The coolest name ever. Buddy Guy.
Buddy Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
guy. You know what's crazy is that guy wasn't friends with anybody.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not
He
your
was a
buddy.
loner.
and
It
I'm
wasn't my
not your
buddy.
guy.
It wasn't my guy.
All right, here we go. Let's get the answers for round number 2. Matchup with Moon.
Oh, what a rough round.
I'm playing for John. Moon is playing for Mike.
These questions are painful.
All right, the first question. Which Peanuts character always plays the piano?
Well, Riz said Schrader, and
No,
Moon
it's
said
Schroeder.
excuse me, and Moon said Pigpen.
And the correct answer is Schroeder.
Schroeder. Who's ever heard of that before? Is he Merrick Garland's friend? Oh,
Schroeder had the blanket. He was a blanket kid.
I thought Pigpen.
Oh, that was Linus.
Oh, Linus.
Schroeder was
always on the piano.
Schroeder
He's
was
the
always
one-
on the piano.
Pigpen had
Linus
the flag.
Schroeder
thought
had
Pigpen had the
debilitating neck problems because he never looked up. He always looked down.
Yeah,
at
he
his
always looked
piano.
down.
You're kidding me.
Linus.
I mean, he was the
Big
guy.
guy.
He was the John Williams of the Peanuts crew.
Off
He
to
was
a good
incredible.
start.
What was the name of the crime boss who was the head of the feared Chicago outfit?
Riz said Capone, as did Moon.
And the correct answer is Al Capone.
2-1, Riz.
Which American road runs from Chicago to Los Angeles?
You both said Route 66.
And the correct answer is Route 66.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that did not go to Chicago.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it goes from.
But that's
starting
probably the most
Springfield,
famous
but yeah,
road.
it goes
That's
up
the only road that I can
Chicago.
think of.
Me too. The historic. Did you say famous road?
Yeah. No, just American road.
That's all I
Route
had.
66. All right, so it's 3-2. 2 more questions.
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
you are up by 1. Here's the next question. Does eggplants grow on a bush or tree?
Riz said a bush. Moon said a tree.
And the correct answer is tree.
Oh,
my gosh, I changed
Tied it
that answer, too.
Oh, it's tied, and this is the final.
3-3.
The more I thought about big, heavy eggplants, I was like, that would be weird on a bush, right? It's heavy, needs some sort of stalk.
Heavy bush.
I even grew the things for a while.
Wow. Eggplants grow from trees?
Now we know.
Damn.
I want to
son.
see one of those
That
trees.
changes everything.
Silly
They're pretty.
trees. Trees with a sense of
Oh, it
humor.
comes down to this final question.
What was the final
It's
question?
tied 3-3.
Why can I never remember this?
Easy.
Oh, this stupid thing. We're going to argue.
Hot quest. Hot quest.
Can you come back here? Is jalapeno pepper a fruit or a vegetable?
Scott Rizzuto said a fruit.
Of course.
Moon Valjean said a vegetable.
And the correct answer is fruit.
Yeah, buddy. Seeds inside, baby.
He went back and forth. He said fruit. He said veg. He said
Seeds
fruit. He said-
inside.
Well, thank God.
Don't look it up.
It didn't come down to the tiebreaker. Because
Oh.
both of you guys,
Yeah.
I was like, the country was founded in 1776 when there were only 13 colonies on the East Coast. And you guys are getting into the 1600s on Chicago being founded. And I
Well,
was
there are
like,
cities that are before countries.
Like we were mountain.
You think Chicago was a city?
I've no
before
idea.
we went west and discovered the rest of the country. When there were 13
Do you know what
colonies.
Chicago translates to?
I don't know, right?
It had eggplant on the brain.
All right, man.
Born in
I'm
the
just saying I'm glad it
1600s?
didn't come down to that for you guys.
But let's see what it was.
Good job, man.
Let's see what the answer was.
I don't know.
Because
What
you
was
both
the
have
answer?
Maybe
have
I'm wrong.
within 3 years of each other. You both guessed.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
You did.
It's pretty
Oh,
wild.
So
both of us
go
are
ahead,
Pretty wild,
Scott.
I guess.
yeah.
Well, that's because I shot so over on the last one that I
What,
thought,
what,
well,
all right, what year? City of Chicago was founded. By the way, I won. Thank you very much. And congratulations
fun.
to John, who bet on the right man today.
Well, for funsies, you said 1710, Riz.
Yeah.
And you said 1707. And the correct answer for Chicago being founded
Is 1837.
what?
1837. So I
Yeah.
would have won anyway.
Okay.
So you got to remember the railroad's what made Chicago huge. It wasn't really. anything.
Oh, I gotta remember that.
Yeah.
I gotta remember that. What I
Ah,
gotta
you
remember is
will.
that a jalapeno is a fruit.
I'm
'cause
impressed
that's
with
the
you guys.
dumbest.
You guys did really good.
I thought Chicago was one of those cities that was around before we were a country.
St.
Before
Louis is
people lived here,
St. Louis is the
you
old
thought
town.
the Native Americans founded Chicago?
Yeah, they said Chicago. That's what they sounded like.
Sounds about right.
Hey, man, you won. Congratulations. I just was like, my brain short-circuited watching you both work through that one.
I don't know.
You were
Okay.
great.
Thank
Nice
you,
work,
Ray.
guys.
Tight race.
All the way around.
Seeds inside.
Fist bump.
Let it
Fist
ride.
bump. Oh, dude, denied.
Denied?
What an a-hole.
Seeds inside. Fist bump denied.
You take your knuckles back.
Denied.
You keep yourself.
I want to lock it up,
Take
too.
your hot fruit
Yeah,
and
get
get
out of
out of
my
here.
Get out of my face.
Oh, that's that's an ass whooping today, by the way. So
Ass whooping. You
took
won by 1
I
point.
took you back to the shed
You.
and took a hose. All right, your emails, and we'll get into
silly
this
jerk.
Toy Hall of Fame thing real quick.
Nice
It
work,
is 8:41.
I'm still up
It
by like a
is
dozen, so-
Thursday, traffic and weather. Let's not talk about the past.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th.
God damn, somebody just sent us a picture of an eggplant tree. Yep, there they are.
Why don't you send me a picture of a jalapeno?
They're all.
Because that's a vegetable.
I'm
in
gonna
my
grow an
book.
eggplant tree.
It's got seeds
We're going to
inside.
change things. I don't care what's
They're
inside.
so cool.
There's traffic. 44 eastbound between, or right before Kings Highway, there's a lane, right lane is blocked. Also delays, 270 eastbound between 44 and Big Bend. Your point forecast, partly cloudy, high 92. Right now it's 73. At the Fruit Studio.
What?
It's Riz, it's Jeff Burton, backstage at Wayback Point Fest with Vaden and Donnie from the Toadies. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing? Hello, how you doing?
See, this is not that bad. I mean, you guys are from Texas, so this swampiness is all right.
Yes. Oh yeah, we need just fine sweaters. This is sweater weather.
This is old hat for you guys. So.
He took off a cardigan right before we started rolling, actually.
I took off my shirt. That's my sweater.
So you guys were spinning some yarns before we just went on the air here. I mean, do you realize the point is what, over 25 years old?
Yeah, 25.
Do you remember
yeah.
coming to St. Louis in the mid 90s and playing for the Point or playing for St. Louis?
I don't remember a whole lot in the mid 90s.
Attaboy. Yes. Truth right there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are Point Fest guys from back in the day, man. Way
totally.
back in the day.
Yeah.
What's
any
go
good
ahead.
memories from St. Louis from back in the day?
Oh, jeez.
You weren't kidding about the memory, right?
No, it's gone. It's a mashup.
Our first time here, we went and I think my brother got
Anxiety it's a thing. It causes people to not go to the dentist because they're scared of mostly the drill. So you got a drill, then they take that big needle and they numb you up. No thanks. And that's what some people say. Well, at Foley Dental, the biggest and newest piece of technology in the office is the Solea laser. And this has been a game changer for patients with dental anxiety and for kids too. So this is a dental laser that replaces the drill for certain procedures in the office. So a couple weeks ago, I had to have a filling So a filling fell out, so they had to redo it, and they used the laser. It's fast, it's gentle, it's precise, no drill, no numbness, no needle. It was fast. All I felt was a bit cold, not pain. And I also enjoyed not being numb for 3 to 4 hours after my appointment. And the big bonus is you don't have to numb the kids. So this is the Soleil laser, now available at Foley Dental in Glen Carbon. FoleyDentalGroup.com, FoleyDentalGroup.com.
All right, so here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
right. Noodles and Peanut, gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and Noodles get along.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Sure.
I mean, like, we have known each other for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
kind of the same, right?
I mean, he was at my bachelor party, for goodness sake, so you know what I mean?
Oh, nice. No stories, no backstories.
There's
Okay,
lots.
so how much tape you got in the thing? With the thing there. How much?
And it's really similar because me and Noodles should have known each other for a really long time.
We should.
Yeah,
We're
that's exactly the same.
Kindred spirits. As soon as we get together, we really do just.
Yeah, we click
like
really nice.
Well, how long have you guys known each other, though?
10 years now, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's
Well,
when we
from touring.
did the first tour.
Yeah, but we didn't really start hanging out until we started doing press together on this
one.
run.
That's
yeah.
when we solidified our bond.
Well, we recognized genius and humor.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like,
yes.
He's one of me.
Exactly.
So you guys are hanging out socially then, outside of
Because
of
we're
this stuff?
not. We're not at all.
Yeah. And same in the band. We're burning each other out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to not see those guys for a while. But this is perfect. This is the perfect relationship. We see each other for press. We see each other on stage.
Yep.
We put food on each other's table.
There we go.
Yep. And we like flat black glasses.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, every friendship has to have a base. You
Right,
know what I mean?
And a border.
With R&R Tire Express, R&R Tire Express just makes it so very easy for you to make sure that you're rolling out on brand new name brand tires for only $10 down, too. That's incredible. Now, you probably know, I'm sure you know, if your tires need to be replaced, if they're balding, they're dangerous, you're slipping and sliding all over the place. Come on, man, keep me safe. Never, if you don't care about your own safety, please just care about mine. And whether you're driving a car, a truck, a van, or an SUV, they've got a perfect match for you over at R&R Tire Express. I'm imploring you to go over to R&R. Flexible payment options. You are in control. No credit, no problem. Everybody drives away with a smile. And for $10 down, what are you waiting for? There's more, too. R&R's exclusive peace of mind coverage. That's tire rotation, balance, mount, flat repair, and more. All included and all free. Plus, now is the time for just $35 down. You get started on a fresh set of wheels all month long. New wheels on that ride. Go to rnrtires.com/RNR Midwest. Enter the code SCORE to secure your September deals. And on the website, you can even put in the make and model of your car, truck, SUV, or van and see exactly what new wheels will look like. Everybody needs a little R&R. R&R Tire Express, rnrtires.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Point Fest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always. But I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far. It sounds great on the air, and it sounds like a great highly suspect song. So let me ask you, where did that come in the recording process? One of the first, one of the last? Where was that?
Smack dab in the middle.
Oh, okay. All right. I always wonder if, when it comes out as a strong lead single like that, if where it was in the creative process matters. You know what I'm saying?
I think once we heard that riff, it was like, okay, this is like the sports anthem style riff. We just kind of knew it would be the one.
Yeah, absolutely so. So a new album is out now. All right. How quickly do you see the audience singing songs back to you?
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are
Luckily.
And you got to be kind of like amazed and taken aback by that a little bit.
Oh my God, it's a blessing. It's incredible.
I can't remember words to songs I love from 20 years ago.
I can't remember the words to the songs that we wrote, so I struggle.
You know, here's like kind of a weird one, and I'm very curious about like little things like this. I was at a show the other night Pearl Jam was here. They played the Enterprise Center. And you have half of the venue that have phones up and are trying to record the entire show. And then you have the other half that are seemingly annoyed by those that are recording. As a band, do you care?
I hate it.
You hate it.
It's the worst.
Let me ask why you hate it. And I hate it because I'm a short guy. Inevitably, somebody in front of me has got it, and then I'm not seeing anything. I'm dancing the entire show.
As another short guy, it bugs me too. You know, it's killing the view. Like, I want to see the show.
I also wonder who's watching these videos.
That's the thing is like you take a cell phone video, and then what? You listen to it, it sounds terrible. You're never going to watch it again. It's like, take a picture. Put your phone down, be present.
Right.
You know, back in my day, we didn't even have the option to do that, so.
It's crazy to me when I see people complain about Jack White's phone policy, where he won't let you, you got to leave it in a bag. And maybe that's a little bit too much, but I like the general idea of just going to the show and watching the freaking show. Like, right, exactly.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, completely unheard of. So, touring-wise, we busy the rest of the year, I would assume?
We are.
Well into 2023?
We are.
How far do they book you dudes out? So, like, if I want to make a 30th anniversary show for The Point for next year, because we're turning 30, how far ahead do I...
You look good. You feel confident. Good for your mental health. You just, I don't know, just great. You know, Parkhurst Plastic Surgery, it's their mission to provide the highest level of care to help you achieve your cosmetic goals with natural-looking results. Everyone at the practice over there at Parkhurst, from the surgeons to the nurse injectors to the everybody over there, they are focused on getting you the best care with the least invasive techniques. If your desired result can be achieved by less invasive means, then that is what the team will recommend. Their focus is to build your confidence by helping you achieve your goals with the most natural-looking results possible. So at Parkhurst, if you're looking for the mommy makeover, if you're looking to minimize fat in hard-to-target areas, they offer everything from injectable lipodissolve or Kybella to Cool Sculpting Elite to Smart Lipo to your traditional liposections. Fellas, if you're looking to get rid of the man boobs, Parkhurst Plastic Surgery's got you. From laser hair removal to permanent makeup, Parkhurst Plastic Surgery. ParkcrestPlasticSurgery.com, ParkcrestPlasticSurgery.com.
It's Donnie Fandango backstage at Point Fest. For one, I just almost fell out of my chair.
It is.
And for two, boy, that would have made a really great way to start the interviews of the day. Yeah. All right, so let's settle this first and foremost. You and me here right now. 0936.
Yes.
All right. I heard it in a couple of different ways. It confused the hell out of me, man.
It confuses me.
Okay, well then good. Then
All right, welcome back to the program. I got your emails here in just a moment, but it's time to reveal, as we do every year, the National Toy Hall of Fame, their 12 finalists for induction. So last year, I'll tell you who got in last year. Last year,
I got it.
Good. So who got in last year?
The winners last year were baseball cards, Cabbage Patch Kids, and Nerf.
Also the Fisher-Price Corn Popper.
Oh, the Corn Popper?
Well deserved.
The Fisher-Price Corn Popper, baseball cards, Cabbage Patch Kids, and Nerf toys.
You know why I didn't have that? Because none of us voted for that. I mean, I don't know if we're voting, but if
we're gonna
predicting.
Yeah, we'll do our predictions here. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 toys got in last year. And who was up for? Pull that thing back up.
Okay, so I have here. We had Ken dolls, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bingo, the Coop.
Yeah.
Which is that little red and yellow car-looking thing.
Yeah.
Choose Your Own Adventure books, which, of course, King Scott was voting for. Baseball cards, Bingo, and, as we mentioned, Cabbage Patch Kids and Nerf.
Okay, so up for induction this year into the National Toy Hall of Fame. First off is the game Apples to Apples, which I don't know this game. So
it's fun.
It's
debuted in 1999, Apples to Apples was a commercial success and reshaped the field of party games by encouraging a group to offer creative or provocative answers to the questions posed by the player acting as judge. Apples to Apples prompts a lively and humor-filled interchange that can supercharge any gathering of friends and family. The game's popularity has persisted for a quarter century and it has influenced other games that now compete with it in the marketplace. So apples to apples, up for induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Yeah, worthy.
Also up, balloons. Just straight up balloons.
What are we doing?
From a single balloon on a string to glittering foil balloon arrangements to intricate balloon sculptures of clouds, play with balloons is something everyone can enjoy. Blowing up balloons improves lung capacity. Tying a ribbon to the end of a balloon bouquet develops fine motor skills. Kneading a balloon filled with flour promotes sensory play and relieves stress. And there's nothing like a water balloon to make a good prank.
You know what bums me out about this? When you talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or as we should know it as the Music Hall of Fame, we don't induct genres. We don't induct inventions. We don't induct things. We induct people that use that or create something and then
but every
get it out
year
to people.
it's the same thing. These are things that kids can use as a toy to occupy
It's like
their
sand,
time.
a stick.
Yeah, I totally understand that, and I used to be on that side. But what I think we're missing here, or we're taking from people,
Is the
companies,
invention?
is the invention rather than the concept. A balloon is a concept. We've been doing that since the Middle Ages. You know,
Yeah, but
hot
you
air
use-
balloons
yes.
and this and that.
Yeah, but you use a balloon in different various ways to entertain yourself as a child.
Right, a latex balloon or a rubber or whatever they're made out of. And I think we should be talking about, if there is something to talk about in this context here, like a company that made it, like brought it to the forefront, like Duncan with yo-yos or Nerf with shooty things that don't hurt you.
Balloons are up for induction. Choose your own event. Go ahead.
Everyone's played the "Don't Let the Balloon Touch the Ground" game. Every kid
Absolutely.
thinks they invented that with their friends.
Balloon volleyball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let it touch the ground.
There's a league now.
That's a playful thing.
And for the teens and 20-somethings, you're putting nitrous in balloons and you're
right.
huffing
Right.
at concerts.
And everybody's
for
put a
drug
balloon.
mules,
Yeah.
you put drugs in a balloon, you put them up your butt.
So really,
play some weird games.
balloons are
cool.
for
Versatile.
everyone.
Very versatile toy.
Choose Your Own Adventure books back up for induction.
Really?
Good for them.
The Hess toy truck.
Hess toy.
Hess, anyone ever heard of that?
I got a Hess toy truck every Christmas.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
Every Christmas,
What?
I got a Hess toy truck.
Oh, yes, they looked very realistic.
Was it a metal truck?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
probably-
these are cool.
They had different ones every year.
Yeah, like semis and cop cars.
Every year was a different Hess toy truck. I don't know. My cousins and I got a different one every year.
Whoa, these
Since
are cool.
1964. And Hess was a gas station.
Okay.
Hess is an East Coast gas station. Since 1964, the Hess trucks have signaled the beginning of the holiday season. For many of the trucks and their iconic TV jingle evoke memories of times past and the fun of playing with complex battery-powered toys. Over the past 60 years, Hess trucks have appealed to kids with the realistic play that engender and to collectors who find pleasure in hunting for and acquiring these scarce and coveted reminders of childhood and holiday happiness.
Also, divorced dads really appreciated this toy because when they filled up, they could go get Christmas.
This is easy. So the Hess toy truck up for induction.
Never heard of that.
My Little Pony
Ah,
back in the mix.
my people.
My Little Pony back in the mix. The game Phase 10.
Love it. Oh, that's called You Bitch at my house.
Phase 10.
You have to vote for this legally.
Which I
do.
think you got me.
I did.
Like, you got me the game Phase 10, which we've played is great.
Oh my gosh, we do, and I'm not kidding. Trying to be, crazy here. We call it "You Bitch" in the Bauer household because we all end up getting so mad at each other for skipping that. Like Jerry will call his children bitches.
Jerry.
1982, inventor and entrepreneur Ken Johnson introduced Phase 10, the rummy-style card game. Challenge players to collect various groups of cards to complete 10 phases. Or complete 10 phases in sequential order before their opponents. The game took off, spawning sequels, variations, and a popular mobile game app. Today, it is one of the best-selling card games in the world, second only to Uno. That's Phase 10. Up also, Pokemon trading cards. Pokemon trading cards up for induction into the Toy Hall of Fame. The RC car. The remote control car. That is up for induction. Sequence. Does anybody know this one? Sequence?
Board game?
Sequence uses the familiar elements of a standard 52-card deck of playing cards in concert with a board with a board on which players seek to occupy 5 chip rows, columns, or diagonals before their competition.
Yeah, that's one of those board games that every aunt had in their closet with the board games, but no one's ever played it.
Yeah, you look at it and you go,
not a soul on this planet has ever actually played this game.
Oh, the game is easy to learn and one in which kids and grown-ups can compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, speaking of an even playing field, you're not on it. Sequence, there's no way that's
no
going
chance.
Okay, sequence. How about the stick horse, otherwise known as the hobby horse? In its simplest form, a stick horse, sometimes referred to as a hobby horse, is a pretend horse head mounted on a straight stick.
Oh, yeah, those are fun.
It's a league now.
That's right. They do like stick horse jumping.
So is that demoted at all, or?
I don't know. The trampoline
Oh,
is
Scott.
up for
I know.
induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
We got flyers yesterday around Overland about this, and so we were out celebrating last night. Sorry about if any neighboring communities were upset with the loud noises.
On March 6, 1945, George Nissen received a patent for his innovative tumbling device, which he later trademarked trampoline, based on the Spanish word for diving board. In recent years, trampoline parks and backyard setups have become increasingly popular among people of all ages. Jumping on a trampoline gives kids a chance to break their arms.
Dude, we're members at these trampoline parks. I mean, it's hot.
Trampolines are hot now.
Hot as ever.
Yep.
And finally, Transformers.
Oh, man. I had my picks, and now I'm...
Transformers up for induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
This is a tough round.
How many do we get to choose each?
So they put 4 in last year.
We've picked 3 typically, but if we...
Let's do 3. Let's do 3 each.
Oh.
So Apples to Apples, Balloons, Choose Your Own Adventure, Hess Toy Trucks, My Little Pony, Phase 10, Pokemon, Remote Control Car, Sequence, Stick Horse, Trampoline, Transformers. Name the 3 that you think will get in.
I've personally picked the trampoline, Pokemon cards, and My Little Pony. But my runners-up are Transformers, RC Car, and Stick Horse.
Okay. Yeah, they always put like one of those kind of old school.
Well, that was my...
Like the corn popper.
Right, I tried to do 3 different time periods. Trampoline, whatever year you just said long ago. Pokemon as in like, late
More of a
90s,
modern.
early 2000s, and My Little Pony as 80s, 90s. 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever it was.
All right, Lern, who do you think's getting in?
Phase 10, My Little Pony, and the trampoline.
Okay.
Straight up.
Rafe, who's getting in?
Balloons.
You think balloons are in?
Yeah, dude. Last year taught me anything. It's that their ideas get in. Baseball cards. It wasn't Topps or Donruss. It was just the idea of baseball cards got in. And they're going, as much as we all thought Optimus Prime was a dunk. Didn't get in.
Didn't get in.
I think it's too recent. I think they're not letting My Little Pony. They're not letting, it's like too early on the Hall of Fame ballot. So I'm going balloons. Choose Your Own Adventure, because it is also a concept. It was cool. Everybody had them. Everybody read them. They were a cool part of childhood. And what were the last 2 after Transformers?
Stick Horse, Trampoline, Transformers.
Stick Horse, Trampoline, Transformers.
I'm
RC
torn
cars.
between Stick Horse, Trampoline, and Phase 10.
Go Stick Horse, bro.
I think I'm going to go Stick Horse. I think it's all.
I think it's their year, too.
I think it's all the oldies getting in.
Scott?
Yeah, this is a tough round. I like the picks. But number 1, obviously, is trampoline. That's a shoe-in. We don't have to worry about that one. And I think number 2, also a shoe-in, Stick Horse. And then my third one was the one that was really tough, but I went with Pokemon because I think they are going to throw a modern one kind of in the mix just to trick us.
All right. So, by the way, you could vote now if you go to the National Toy Hall of Fame website through the 25th of September. The public will act as a member, like one member of the 23-member committee. So.
Okay.
I'm thinking Stick Horse. I'm thinking My Little Pony. And I'm thinking balloons.
What about your picks for the Hall of Fame?
And they'll announce in November.
I've got everybody's picks down and the nominees. November. We look forward to the winners.
Hall of Fame has inducted 84 toys so far since they started in 1998. So
I love it.
There you go. November, we'll let you know who got in. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with emails. 9:04, Thursday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to September 29th. We have some delays still, 270 eastbound between Manchester and looks like Ladue. And there's that right lane blocked due to a stalled vehicle 44 eastbound before Kings Highway is still there. Your point forecast partly cloudy, high of 92. Right now it's 73 at the Point Studio.
All right, backstage at Point Fest, and for the first time playing our fantastic festival, a rock and roll band that we have come to like quite a bit in the last 6 to 9 months. Gentlemen, it's great to see you from Bad Flower. Welcome to St. Louis and welcome to Point Fest. It's great to have you.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
So I want
talking into the fart mics.
Talking into the fart mics, absolutely. The first thing that I just want to like kind of cut straight to it. The song Promise Me we're playing right now, and I love it.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely love it. When we play it, I honestly feel like it jumps out of the speakers and just, I don't know, man, I think it just sounds great, but it definitely sounds different than the first two singles before it. I'm assuming that was a purposeful move on you guys' part.
I think if it was
like watching cars go fast. Yeah, I mean, listen, of course you've got NASCAR, you've got, you got the Indy car, but if you want to see cars go real fast, we're talking 335 miles an hour. You got the NHRA Midwest Nationals coming back to Worldwide Technology Raceway September 27th, 28th, and 29th. So not this weekend, next weekend. That means it's time for ground-pounding, nitro-burning, 10,000 horsepower rocket ships. Yeah, again, going more than 335 miles an hour. This only happens once a year, and this is the record-setting event you don't want to miss. And every ticket is a pit pass, so you'll be able to walk amongst the teams and watch them rebuild these cars. And it all kicks off with a return to Friday night qualifying, and there's nothing cooler than header flames under the lights. Worldwide Technology Raceway also has new grandstands, a new racing service, and more enhancements that you need to see for yourself. So if you want your tickets, go to WWTRaceway.com. Get your tickets, get your race information. You'll see the legendary stars like Smoke, Tony Stewart, Ron Capps, Antron Brown, and Brittany Force, all here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. The NHRA Midwest Nationals, next weekend, September 27th, 28th, 29th, WWT Raceway for your ticket info. Brought to you in part by Illinois Tourism and Downstate Tourism.
Ever found yourself in the middle of your daily deuce and thought, I wish this was funnier? Today's your lucky day. Welcome to the Number 2 Show. I'm your host, Rafe Williams, stand-up comedian, plus-size male model, and co-host of the Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. What is the Number 2 Show? Well, it's me on the toilet talking to you on the toilet, just like it sounds. In each episode, we'll plunge into riveting topics that'll have you rolling in the stall with laughter, so much so that it might freak out whoever's sitting next to you, but I say, hey, lean in, make a friend. Sometimes it's just me. Other times I'll have interviews with special guests. Not now, obviously, dumbass. This is a promo. I'll also have musical performances. Ever heard of tiny desk concerts? How about tiny stall concerts? I'd like to see those nerds over at NPR try that. Is this a genius idea? I don't want to toot my own horn, but you're goddamn right it is. Enjoy the Number 2 Show, and don't forget to wipe.
Oh, let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, so wait, and Clovis, I don't think you have a clue how bad this this gun hurts. Would you like an example? Would you like to try? Would you put your butt on the line and?
You guys can shoot me.
Yeah. Have Scott. How about you shoot Clovis first?
Can I take one
shot in the
Can I take one of his shots and give him 4? Was that
What?
fine?
No.
Oh, that's happened. I'd like to. I mean, just as a gesture.
I mean,
of
that's a pretty.
goodwill.
That's a pretty amazing friend right there.
In tribute,
Or I'll take one and I'll still shoot him 5 times.
I had 4 last week, and I'll tell you, it was excruciating.
I'm interested to see if it's as bad as you guys say, or if you're hamming it up. So I'm willing to take a shot.
Yeah, okay. I would love for you to take a shot to see if we're hamming it up.
Fine. You know what? He'll take one of your shots.
You're amazing.
Shoot me.
All right, good. Holy smokes.
He's going to take one of your shots. Wow, I'm such a pushover today.
Thank you. All right, let's do it.
It's because I'm in a good mood.
Okay. So do you get to, who's going to shoot me?
Scott will shoot you first.
Okay.
Okay.
It's only fair. Respect.
I got to take my butt out?
Yeah, no, put it up against the... Yeah, go up against the wall there. Just your undies.
See if
He's
his
got a
cheeks
lot of
have
gear.
rosy red marks on them.
Clive has got a lot of gear. He's got take off.
Oh, sorry.
All right, here we go. Let me see what kind of undies Clive is wearing.
All right, what kind of undies?
The
There's
good
probably
kind?
a belt buckle on his undies.
They're Halloween underwear.
Oh, happy Halloween.
Halloween underwear.
Thank you, Bart. Yes, it's sauce. Sauce where? Sauce on the side.
Is that sauce with an S?
That's sauce. S-A-U-C-E. Sauce. Yes, I'm Bart Inman. For Sauce on the Side, calzones made locally and deliciously and freshly. What else do you want in your mouth for lunch than fresh local cuisine, okay? And there's no calzone like a Sauce on the Side calzone. These things are handcrafted. They even have a kid zone option. So if you got little rugrats and you're like, where am I going to take these kids? And, you know, maybe they've never tried a calzone before. I know when I tried my first calzone, my life got better, you know? Who doesn't love dough stuffed or meat stuffed dough baked to perfection in any way that you want it? You can have it a vegetarian, a meathead option. They got gluten-free calzones. They're open 7 days a week. They got a patio for days like today. They have beer and wine and specials each month. And when you go to sauceonside.com, you can even get 10% off when you mention my name, which is L-E-R-N, Lern. Find one of the 12 locations nearest you at sauceonside.com. Yes, I'm Bart Inman for Sauce on the Side.
All right, so here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
right. Noodles and Peanut, gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and Noodles get along. I can see that.
Sure.
I mean, like, we have known each other for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
kind of the same, right?
there are, I mean, he was at my bachelor party, for goodness sake, so you know what I mean?
Nice. No stories, no backstories.
There's
Okay,
lots.
so how much tape you got in the thing? With the thing there. How much?
And it's really similar because me and Noodles should have known each other for a really long time.
We should have.
Yeah.
We're
That's
definitely
exactly the same.
kindred spirits. As soon as we get together, we really do just
Yeah, we click
like
really
that.
nice.
Well, how long have you guys known each other, though?
10 years now, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's
Well,
when we
from touring.
did the first tour. Yeah,
Yeah, but we didn't really start hanging out until we started doing press together on this
one.
run.
That's
yeah.
when we solidified our bond.
Well,
for sure.
we recognized genius and humor.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like,
Yes.
he's one of me.
Exactly.
So you guys are hanging out socially then, outside of
Because
of
we're
this
not.
stuff?
We're not at all.
Yeah. And same in the band. We're burning each other out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to not see those guys for a while. But this is perfect. This is the perfect relationship. We see each other for press. We see each other on stage.
Yep.
We put food on each other's table.
There we go.
Yep. And we like flat black glasses.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, every friendship has to have a base. You
Right,
know what I mean?
And a border.
Right.
Have boundaries
And a
as
safe,
well.
a safe word.
How long did it? How long did it take for this to come together? You know what I mean? Like, did it
the
just?
tour?
Yeah. I mean, because it seems like thick as thieves at this point.
Yeah, well, we did it, like I said.
Logical. Talking to Dr. Huatma, he says, listen, guys want to go for the vasectomy, so they go for the consultation, and for some reason they punk out when it comes time to the appointment. So you go for the consultation, you set the appointment, which will be for a Friday, and then guys no-show because they're scared. You know, now they offer nitrous, the laughing gas, if you need it. Take the edge off. But it's not that big of a deal, guys. I got it done 13 plus years ago. We had the son, we had the daughter. We didn't want any more kids, so my insurance paid for a vasectomy. You go on a Friday, you rest over the weekend, you're back to work on Monday. How painful is recovery? I'm telling you, for me, it was minor swelling, maybe discomfort for about a week. A lot of guys are worried about their sex life. Will that be affected? No change in interest level or ability to do anything. You're all good. South County Urological, 314-843-8000. That's 314-843-8000. Online at southcountyurological.com.
How are you, good sir? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm doing well. We're chugging along on this tour, and it feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, all right. How's the knee going, man? Are you doing okay? And I would assume that Josh has done a lot of apologizing since this all went down. But are you doing all right?
Josh is very sorry, and my knee is still kind of oozing.
All right, welcome back to the program. All right, so I'm going to give you a list of behaviors, and this is what some actual people do this stuff. And you tell me if it's normal or is this person strange. Does anybody here set multiple alarms throughout the night, 1:30, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., to wake up because you love the feeling of falling back asleep?
Yes, I'm right here.
Have you done that?
Yeah, I do that every day. I have my alarm set for 3:30, 3:45, 3:55, 4, and 4:05.
Because you love the feeling of falling back asleep?
Yeah, I know that the 3:30 alarm is me saying, "Hey, girl, you gotta get up here soon, but go back to sleep."
That's wild. Well, I thought that was very odd behavior.
No.
Torturous. I do that. I feel like that's almost like. Do sometimes if 3:30 hits right, you might get up at that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're talking about like setting one at like midnight.
1:30, 2, 3, to wake yourself up because you love the feeling of falling back asleep.
I'll tell you this, like last night I had a dream, and I was dreaming, and it was a crazy dream that I was in my mom's house that she raised me, single family house, had these big trees. And one of the trees had fallen on the roof of her little house, and my cats were in there, and so I had to go in and get the cats. My alarm at 3:30 hit, woke me up before I could go get the cats out of my house in my dream. Woke up, set my alarm, fell back asleep, got those damn cats out of the house. So sometimes it helps me go back into sleep, into my dreams.
Am I the only one that thinks it's crazy to even say that you know the feeling of falling back asleep? Like, how can you know that if now you're asleep?
If you're asleep.
I mean, isn't
apparently this is more common than I thought.
Isn't that the one thing I'm missing in this
I read about
experience?
somebody doing this. I'm like, wow, that's wacky.
It's like a little pre-nap or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, how about this one? Does anybody take pictures of their garage door when you leave? So you could remind yourself it's closed instead of having to drive 10 minutes back home to check only to find it's closed?
No, but once a month I'll do this where I'll drive down the end of my street. I go, I didn't see it close. And I will drive back. Once a month this happens.
Probably because you've been woken up 4 times that morning.
I'm sleep deprived.
But I've heard of somebody taking pictures of their garage door, every time, so they don't have to turn back around.
I would do that with the stove or something, or oven. I'm always afraid I'm going to leave the oven on.
Does anybody Google spoilers in books or shows or movies because you're too anxious to just let it happen?
No.
No. What's
That's
the
joy
point?
of life. Right
Yeah,
there.
you're just robbing
Take me on
yourself.
a ride.
Okay, well, people actually do that. Anybody, when you're heading out of your house, but you see neighbors outside, do you wait till they go in to avoid conversation?
Sometimes.
No comment. Just kidding. My neighbors are awesome.
Yeah, but I have great neighbors too. But sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I don't want to talk.
Sometimes I don't want.
I think it's body language, and I think my neighbors know me well enough to know that he's not in the talking mood. And then the other times I'm like, I'm always down to talk. I like talking to our neighbors.
Now we have about 40 people in this office.
No, got to be more than that.
More than that?
Like 80.
So is it normal to stay in your stall when you know somebody else is at the sink and you don't have to have an awkward conversation?
Yep.
Okay, I'll admit.
Hey, you just have a good pee?
I think people do this to me, actually.
I do that. I don't go out there until it's quiet. And I made the mistake of going out the other day, or just yesterday, and all 3 sinks were full, and it was like everybody's all chattering. I'm like, no, not now.
Everybody ran out
I don't want this right now.
All right, let's get to a couple emails. Rizzo1057thepoint.com.
Emails are brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Bonjour. I wanted to chime in on the tarantula discussion. The brown tarantula is native here and is not a migrant. I encountered one as a child in the 90s in the most unpleasant
And why
way.
is it the Texas brown tarantula?
I think it's similar species or the same species as the Missouri brown.
It's in the name, Texas.
Well, like you said,
Texas
it's the belt
brown.
buckle. If you see the belt buckle, you know it's the Texas.
It's the Texas brown.
This person said, back in the 90s and the early 2000s, we spent almost every weekend in the woods near Salem, Missouri. One day, the adults were building a brush pile, and my mom thought it would be neat to make a tunnel for the kids to crawl through. It was awesome until I got really itchy, and I kept scratching at this one spot on my chest, and I finally looked inside my shirt. There was a tarantula inside my shirt. It was curled up on the fabric with its hairy knees making my chest itch. I very calmly approached my mom, and she was carefully worked my shirt off and flung it like a magician doing a trick. Thank goodness it did not bite me, but I would definitely not like it to happen again. Stay safe out there, Team Riz member
And that
Amber.
was a Texas Brown?
Sent from my Tamagotchi. Well, it was in Missouri, and it was a tarantula. I'm assuming it was the...
Downtown Texas Brown?
That one we're talking about. Isn't that wild?
Downtown Texas Brown.
That is one of those memories that will stick with you. Core memory.
Down with the Brown. Next.
Hey, kiddos and Lern.
Hi.
I heard on the pod that Riz wanted to act as security or a bouncer. Well, at the nightclub Club Europe, I posted up in front of the bathrooms asking for IDs for about 30 minutes. You wouldn't believe how many IDs I checked. I told the people, I told people coming in, we've had problems with underage drinking in the bathroom. It was a blast seeing the look on people's faces. No one even questioned me. Well, that's all I have. Great day. Love the show. 2.7 out of 5 stars.
I just wanted to operate the door to Speakeasy. I was already a security guard once.
Well, this person says they've just done it at a bathroom randomly, so just go do it randomly.
No, I don't want to be a
I
security
don't want you to be
guard.
on the news.
This is a speakeasy situation where you kind of, like in Ace Ventura. What's the passcode?
New England clam chowder.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do. And Gerard Kraft has that speakeasy at the Foundry.
None of the above. Yeah, you're going to get in the electrical closet.
Which I'm going to get in the closet.
Oh, we should all go. That's going to be such a great date night. We bring our people.
My wife would love to go.
It's so cool down
You
there.
did so much work coming out of the closet. Now you're going to go back
Now
in?
I'm going to go back in. No, I was a security guard once, briefly, until I was fired for being too small. It's fine.
You got a hard face. I think you'll do well as a door guy.
I had a
like
very
this.
soft face then. I had a baby face. This is back in 1999 or 2000. A very soft baby face.
Tall hair back in those days.
Yeah, I was not intimidating at all.
Oh, how things have changed.
You're super intimidating.
Right? Look at me. I look like a bum. Next.
Hey, speaking of speakeasy, good morning, Riz Show. It's my wife, Ashley, and I's second year anniversary, and we were wanting to check out the speakeasy Big Chief in Wildwood. Is there a password? If so, how do I figure that out? Also, any drink recommendations? 3 out of 5 stars. Thanks, Ryan. Sent from my Nokia.
No, you just say,
3310.
I'm here for the speakeasy.
Yeah, and they tell you where to go.
They tell you where to go.
Hi, I'm here for the speakeasy.
And hey, let me say this about the drinks. Don't you go up there trying to drink just willy-nilly. They have a menu that you have to order off of.
Yeah,
okay?
Crystal is the server up there. She's amazing. Nice lady. Yeah, you order off the menu. Don't go up there asking for an Amstel Light.
No, get
She'll
the hell
throw
out
you
of
off
here.
the roof.
She will.
Yeah.
But no, you'll enjoy it. They got like cool crafted drinks up there. Like they got a real deal bartender, like mixing up some good drinks. So enjoy yourself. Happy anniversary. Next.
Did I read the one about the deliveries late at night? Remember I was talking about somebody knocked on my door at like 11. It was one of the deliveries. This email says, "Good morning, Riz Show. Listen to Friday's podcast. You guys talked about Amazon delivering late at night, early morning. As it might be dangerous. It might be kind of dangerous. Well, you're right. Last week I was out walking before work while it was still dark, about 5:15. Yes, I know it's dangerous on my part. I'm a 28-year-old female, but I'm reckless. So I saw a car come from behind me, slow down, put its flashers, and stop in the middle of the road. I saw a man open the door and step 1 foot out with something in his hand. I pulled out my phone ready to dial 911, and I was ready to run for my life, thinking I'm about to be kidnapped or worse."
That would have been me.
Yeah, it turns out it was an Amazon driver delivering a package to somebody in my neighborhood. I never would have known, as he was driving a 2000s-something beater of a car. No judgment, just a description.
No, and that's a great thing to bring up. So, you know, the Amazon drivers, not all of them are on the big Amazon trucks.
Well, this person goes on and says, he also did not have a uniform other than a creepy Amazon blue vest that I really couldn't see unless I was up close. My point, yes, nighttime Amazon delivery is dangerous for both the driver and the customer, as none of us know what the other is up to. I had a good laugh after, but maybe this can help. Maybe this can be helpful to those receiving the packages during that time. Might not be somebody breaking into your house, rather a vague Amazon employee. Heather.
Yeah.
I always err on the side of psycho.
I would just be worried if I was a driver.
Yeah, you're walking onto somebody's property. It's night still. It's early morning. Because you could set the delivery time to what, between...
You can do that? I didn't know you can do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can ask them to put it in a window?
Yeah.
A time window? No way. I didn't know that.
I got to scroll down a little bit. Maybe not for all of them, but for a lot of them you can.
I don't scroll.
And yeah, it says like between 4 and 7 or something like that. It's dark at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're walking onto somebody's property, setting off the Ring doorbell or whatever alarm system you have.
Maybe the delivery drivers at night or in the early mornings could start wearing like the glow stick necklaces, and that's how we know that they're there to deliver a package.
But then I just think it's some raver that's partying all night, and now he's stumbling into my yard.
Kind of like, you know how Lyft has their sign? Maybe they could do a sign for those folks.
Yeah, like a glowing one of the facing.
Not going to kill you. Just
I don't want some Molly head walking up to my front porch. What?
Why? Hey, not every raver is on Molly, okay? I used to go to raves all the time. I've never done that stuff. Just like to dance.
One more.
Hello, ladies. I had a thought here. I want to know your thoughts. You know how you guys reference masturbating by using the word Joe?
Yeah.
Well, in honor of Jeff and his perversions, LOL, I think you should change the masturbating reference to Jeffing and stop Joeing. Just a thought. Show rocks.
Well,
rock. 3 out of 5 stars.
I mean, it's J-O.
Right.
Right. You get the abbreviation.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of people understand that. They think it's J-O-E. We're talking like
no,
we named it after some guy that we all knew in high school that couldn't stop.
All started saying jilling, which has no reference to what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but that's just to mess with you.
Yeah. That's just the female version, of course.
Damn it.
All right, thank
That's
you.
not to mess with you. We've been saying jilling as the female versions for 10 years.
I don't like it.
Joeing and jilling.
Your family just fell right into the joke.
All right. One final. We'll take a break. Sports on the other side. I thought it was one final break. One final look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. Highways are looking clear. Your point forecast partly cloudy, high of 92. Right now it's 74 at the Point Studio.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We talked about it several times.
About the men who listen to this radio station, because I have so many male friends that listen to this radio station. And since I moved here whenever I was 13, I mean, I've gotten to know you in the pit. I've gotten to know you at shows and on the lawn and on the phone. And I know you guys are not prioritizing your health. Because you think you're going to live forever, right? You think we're going to make it to triple digits just on Monster Energy drinks and burritos. And trust me, I wish that was the case, but it's not. You have to be hydrated and putting the vitamins and nutrients that your body needs to thrive and live long into your body. And you also need to go get a blood test to find out if there's any underlying issues that maybe you haven't become aware of. And I know plenty of men who have gone to Victory Men's Health and have found out just those things, all from a simple blood test. This first initial appointment is going to take you less than an hour. They're going to talk to you about your goals, whether that's maybe a fitness goal or an energy goal, or maybe you just are like, hey, I just want to live for a long time because I got a lot to do. They're going to set you up to succeed at Victory Men's Health. And it's all customized directly to you. They send you your vitamins in a very discreet box so you don't have to, explain it to your neighbors what's going on if you don't want to. If you have a low T situation, they can help you with that. Log on, go to their locations. I'm saving your life right now. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
Bum, bum, bum. High from the outside, I mustered called 1,000 times to say I'm sorry for all things that you've done. I tried to call you, but you were not home. No, you weren't home. This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the holiday special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming.
Next, you'll want to use the Festus backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with a Canterbury slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using the Crom's Delight or the miniature poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
And if only you could make a deal with God, I know we'd eat places. Been running up that road, been running in my heels, been running on the buildings and those places. If only could. That was Kate W. Bush, Running Up the Hill.
Joined by Seether. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you, and thank you for being here with us. The first thing I want to bring to your attention, and I'm sure that you guys don't keep track of this because you have way bigger things to do, but this is your 6th Point Fest, all right? Out of the 30 some odd that we've done, you've done 6 of them. Not to mention birthday shows, Christmas shows. While other rock bands have kind of gone by the wayside, you guys have just been a constant core artist for us. I was looking last night. We have played like 26 different Seether songs in the history of our career, and your career. Thanks, and our career as well. You have just been such an important part of the station as the alternative format goes left and we stay rocking. You guys have been a really big part of that. And I just, as the music director of the radio station, just wanted to say thank you. And I'm sorry, Sean, if you're getting eaten alive by something over there.
I'm making my acquaintance with the local wildlife.
You guys are celebrating 20 years this year. That's a really impressive feat. How, many bands that have been successful still don't make it 20 years. How have you guys been able to do that by your account?
I think we've just basically written stuff that we want to hear. I love a lot of bands. I love a lot of music styles and a lot of different types of music. But whenever we write albums, we just stay. I try to stay true to what we like. We like to write stuff that we like to play, and stuff that I like to listen to. So I think really just not adapting to a new flavor of the week kind of sound. There's a couple bands out there that tend to sort of go left and right as the tides move, and that just isn't sincere. I don't think. You know what I mean? I think you have to stay sincere and honest and true to yourself in that sense. And so musically, we just always write stuff that and you also don't want to rehash the same things.
Sure.
So it's great to experiment and try new things, and as long as you don't lose the essence of what the band really is and what the sound is. Yeah.
One of the things that I've wanted to ask you guys for a bit, and I noticed this as well when I was prepping to talk to you guys. You guys release a new record every 3, 4, 5 years. It's not like it's one of those record, out on the road for a year and a half, record again. It doesn't seem to be that kind of cycle. It seems to be spaced out, which says to me that you guys are given the opportunity to maybe take as long as you need when you are writing a record. Is that the case? Do you have the ability to, if it takes you 6 years before the next Seether record, not to say that it would, but would you have the time to do that?
I think contractually we have to deliver one within 18 months of a touring cycle being finished. But that's never really been enforced because we don't really wait that long. I think really what it is you record an album, and then there's 6 months of setup time and interviews and photo shoots and stuff and videos, and then you tour for 18 months to 2 years, and then all you want to do is just take some time off. Because when we first started out, we had an album out in 2002, then another one in 2004, then 2005, then 2007, then 9 and 11, I think, and so it was almost every. It was kind of well, that was also a different record company, so it was a crack the whip, and we would get off the road and basically be expected to have something done within the next couple of 3, 4, and 5 months, and then there would be a little bit less setup time, maybe 3 to 4 months. But you'd be back out if you finished in January, you'd be back on a tour by December, basically.
Well, and at that point, I would think, and again, I'm not the creative type. I can't write songs or play anything. I've tried, to the point that my brother set down the guitar and was like, maybe you're just not meant to do this. But I would think that that's going to obviously crush creativity if you're on that kind of or I guess maybe maybe then it pushes it.
Jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Wrist Show.
Not too late. Christmas is around the corner. It's not too late to get into Moritz Royce and start talking about Christmas gifts. Custom pieces. You want to hit a home run, make a core memory. You do it with a piece of fine jewelry from Moritz Royce. Maybe it's a bracelet. Maybe it's a necklace. Maybe it's something with the kids' names or the kids' initials.
That's what I did when we had the two kids. Got that necklace with the kids' initials on them. For my wife, and we got. I mean, it's something she wears every day. It's amazing.
Slam dunk, and you're the freaking hero.
But I didn't do any work. I went up there and went, "Dude, this is what I'm thinking," and then John Royce took it from there. He's like, "I got you."
They're the experts. That's how they worked out Mallory's wedding ring. It was awesome. It was a fun experience. We made it a family experience, and everybody in our family loves Moritz Royce. And it's going to trickle down. They're only going to get fine jewelry from Moritz Royce for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, you can check them out on Instagram, see some of the great work they've done on Facebook, or go for yourself. Go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, make an appointment. They're the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, Moritz Royce Jewelry, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also...
For Thursday Night Football picks yet?
Oh, no, haven't.
I was just triple checking that mine were in saved.
So they're doing it again this week. I will get mine in.
Yes, make sure. Scott?
Yeah, football went so well for the league last week that they decided to do it again this week.
Okay, great.
So you're going to need to make your picks.
Make your picks.
Who
This is
should
a
I
big
pick?
game tonight.
Let's be strategied here. I mean, we don't have to talk about it on the air.
You think so?
Well, it's New England versus New York. The Jets versus the Patriots in New Jersey.
The Goldern Jets.
I'm going with the Jets today.
I have the Jets. The other team, they have not all made their picks yet.
Okay, well, make sure you get those picks in before kickoff. All right, let's do sports. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Sports, brought to you by 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Smooth, a silky red blend wine to kick back, relax, and enjoy. After an early 4-run lead slipped away from them, the Cards bounced back on the Pirates bullpen for 6 runs, including a Jordan Walker base-clearing double. That helped the Cards to a 10-5 victory against the Pirates at Busch Stadium. The win continued the 77-75 Cardinals' hopes of finishing above 500. They go again with the Pirates at Busch, 6:15 start tonight. The U.S. Under-20 women's youth national team will play for the bronze medal of the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup after falling to Korea DPR 1-0 in the first semifinal. After winning 2 dramatic overtime matches plus a PK shootout in the knockout stage, the resilient Americans ran up against a fresher North Korean side that breezed through the 2014 tournament.
So they're playing. They played the North Koreans.
They lost to the North Koreans in the quarters. They will now go to play for the bronze.
Okay, so you know those North Koreans, if they lost,
or in the semis, I guess.
Probably their whole family would be.
Yeah, so it's a good service
pressure.
that we did for them.
We let them win.
I guess. Again, the Patriots will lose to the Jets tonight. Jets are at home. Game is at 7:15. Make your picks. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Thank you.
So here we are, way back Point Fest, and the first band of the day is a band that, through the course of my life, I think I've seen your band 6 times, but we've never chatted and said hello.
It's just strange that wouldn't happen. I know you mentioned Mississippi Nights.
Yeah.
We talked on the phone the other day, and
yeah.
I remember the club well. We used to have great shows there, but it's like anything these days. Stuff doesn't stay around as long as you would think it would. So
I remember something specific about this show. And
Union, togethercu.org. That is the website to get started, especially if you're not a member yet. Anybody can become a member at Together Credit Union. Start on the website, togethercu.org, or walk into any of the 14 area locations. There's 14 in our area, and they have been serving our area for 80 plus years. They are in the community. They're all about the community. Obviously, one of the founding original partners of St. Louis City SC, and they've got those incredible options for big city fans like myself. I've got the St. Louis City SC debit card, and now they have this new Empower checking account where you can earn just incredible rates on the amounts that you keep in your checking account. Now, that and the home equity line of credit options, the auto loans, the home loan. I mean, it is just a better financial institution than you are used to. Believe me, my family converted over to Together Credit Union, and really, it helped us get our financial health, more together, for lack of a better term. It really did. Not only my wife and I and our financial health, but it enabled us and empowered us to teach our children better financial habits through the app, through the accounts that the teenagers have. Just amazing. The checkings, the savings, the mortgages, the loans, the credit cards, the business banking, all the options at Together Credit Union will show you how set apart they are from all other financial institutions. Go into any of the 14 area locations. Again, in our area, there's one close to you right now. Or just start on the website, togethercu.org.
This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the holiday special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming. Next, you want to use the Festus backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with the Canterbury slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using the Crom's Delight or the miniature poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
It's Lux, and I'm joined by Josh from Bad Flower. Dude, what's up?
Cheers. How are you?
Cheers. I'm doing so well. I'm so glad we're getting to chat here.
What is that? You got stickers on your cup.
Oh my God, I got so many stickers. My vaccine sticker. I got my Canada sticker. I got all my good stickers.
Nice.
I'll hook you up with some stickers when you come here because we'll be seeing you in less than 2 weeks at Point Fest, which is very exciting. Wow. And then after that, you got a record coming out, so we got a lot to chat about today. I'm excited.
Yes.
So where are you in the world right now? Because I know you guys are currently on tour. Are you like in a bunker somewhere?
No, we're not on tour. Road, right? I mean, we've just been doing like weekend festivals.
Well, you start on the 10th or 9th, right? You start this week.
Yeah, something like that. I'm in a barn. This is where I live. This is my home.
Still on the farm. How's farm life?
Farm life is great. I mean, it's been like very sparse. Like we've been doing shows over the weekend for the most part, or like just these random things. So it's go do a big drive, come back, spend like 2 days at home prepping for like the big headline tour, go leave again, try to come back and like get more stuff done. And like it's chaotic for sure.
Who's keeping track of Maggie? Who's keeping track of the
We have other people here who are watching.
Okay, good.
Thankfully, yeah.
Good.
And the other
were you able to do all of the recording for the new record from the barn?
A lot of it was done here, yeah, in this room.
That's exceptional. I mean, the last time we talked, you had just bought it. You were literally like moving in. 30 had just come out. Your birthday, July 2020 is when it came out. So happy belated 31st. You've now bypassed that. Hey man, I'm still way above you. So like, cry me a river, all right?
It's all downhill.
But I'm wondering if, the last year on the farm, getting to actually do some of the record there, what that was like as opposed to having to go into studios and whatnot. What was that like?
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same for me because like even when we started this record, I started it at the house I was living at in California. So then we like went into a studio.
Feel good. I want to be at my best. And fellas, as we get older, our inside levels get all wacky. Testosterone levels, vitamin levels. So get yourself checked out because you may be feeling the way you feel because you are deficient in something. And this is where Mentality comes in. Mentality Health is a men's specific clinic, and they're there for us guys. So you go for a consultation. Let's do a blood draw. Let's check your vitamin levels. Okay, they're what they are. Hey, maybe you're low T, so let's start you on the TRT therapy, or maybe it's peptide therapy you need, or maybe problems in the bedroom, tadalafil. They got you over there at Mentality. Weight loss, semaglutide. That's what Mentality does. Customize a treatment for you so you get to feeling your best again. Turn back the clock to the man you saw in the mirror 5, 10, or even 15 years ago. It's Mentality Health. MentalityHealth.com.
Hello, I'm Lefty Borton, here for you your Valentine's 2016 holiday dating tips. Number 1, fireplaces are great, but don't get too close. Human hair is flammable. Tip number 2, a bearskin rug is romantic. Go with something dark. It'll hide most of the stains. Alcohol is key. Always check for an ID. If you don't know, the judge will tell you. Tip number 4, trash bags should always be within reach. I'm fine. I have mine within reach all the time. We're not going to get to all of them. I haven't even gotten to the clamps yet. We're out of time for this year. I'll see you next year with Lefty Borton's Valentine's Tips for 2017. Goodbye for now.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. It's great to see you
We're
guys.
our invisible third member. Yes,
Hey,
yes,
how
yes.
you doing?
We're the hail half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the Point, you were on my when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different
It was
lifetime.
probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle. Like,
absolutely yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All right.
Fence and deck. Let me talk to you about my deck, which I love. Love my deck. The deck that I had on the house when we bought it was in disrepair. And honestly, people would be up there, and I'd have to say, hey, please don't lean against the railing. It's loose, and you may plummet to your death. So we had Chesterfield Fence and Deck come in. They did a full teardown. They did the full rebuild. We got the Vecca decking, the vinyl deck, the strongest deck in the industry with no maintenance. And they matched the color perfect to my house. I think we got the cayenne color, but they have colors like espresso and hazelnut. And, the new color for 2024 is pewter. Pewter is a gorgeous gray color that has beautiful variations throughout for a more natural look. If you're looking for a fence, if you're looking for a custom sunroom, a screen room, a pergola, a patio, retaining wall, Chesterfield Fence and Deck is the company you got to call. All products guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and when you enter the Rizzuto Show this month, you get 20% off your next outdoor project. It's Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at chesterfieldfence.com, because after all, who doesn't want a bigger deck? Let's get to Moon's list of things he would like
Moon's
to achieve
bucket
before
list.
death.
There's some cool ones on here, man. There's a couple cool ones. Let's start with number 1. Moon wants to drive a monster truck, which is rad as hell. And I at least want to ride shotgun.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Growing up in St. Louis, big Bigfoot fan, as everyone should be.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, we've gone to this Monster Jam. You know, Monster Jam always invites me out and has had me out for years and years and take the kids. And it's just been the most fun experience every single time it comes through. We do a whole family event with it, and every time, Scott and I have done this, where we get down on the track, on the dirt beforehand for the pre-show, and when you're next to one, how can you not be driven to want to drive it?
As somebody
you sit
who's
there and you go,
driven one.
I am compelled.
You have?
Oh yeah, I drove the Tailgater.
Dang.
A couple years ago.
Did not know that.
There's no second seat. It's only one seat, so you can't ride shotgun.
Dang. That's fine. Man. It's better.
I want to go.
Probably, and I have pictures, probably one of the coolest things I've done. I got to drive it over at the racetrack.
I didn't know.
I didn't get to crush any cars.
You didn't?
No.
It's candy.
They let me by myself in the car, like here.
Yeah.
Now they did
You got
have
the foot pedals and everything.
The whole thing.
Oh, see, this is what I want to do.
The whole thing. Now the guy whose truck it was did have a kill switch, and they have those.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they have those just in case I got out of control.
Just in case I try to
like
Wait a
remote kill switch.
Like a remote kill switch.
He's going for the backflip.
Yeah, all
That's
the trucks
dope.
have them.
Can I ask this?
That is a great bucket list item, and
Yeah, that one's
That is
awesome.
great. In my head, every monster truck has that gas pedal that looks like a bare foot.
Yep. With a claw.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Like it just looks like 5 toes and a bare foot that's like says life rips on it or something like that.
you got to climb in, through the bottom.
You do?
Mhm.
Oh,
Doors don't
man,
open.
dude, I am jealous of this.
Yeah, this one's so cool. I hope Corey Rumble is the one that lets you ride or drive his truck.
Now, would you drive the old Bigfoot that I see sitting?
Yeah, but that ain't what I'm looking for.
You want a
I mean,
modern.
that would be sick. Like
There is modern Bigfoot.
Yeah, they have the Hot Wheels one.
Oh, okay. I
It's in
haven't
the
seen
Hot Wheels circuit or whatever.
I haven't seen that. Like the original one. I mean, that would be. I would love a picture in it. Just like kid me. But man, when you go to Monster Jam and you see what they're doing with these trucks these days, it is a different thing.
They have a modern Bigfoot. So Bigfoot is now part of the Hot Wheel circuit.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen the Hot Wheels circuit. I've only done the Monster Jam one. I know they're like competitors.
Yeah, so the Hot Wheel circuit is a competitor to Monster Jam, but they're up in Pacific. I was up there last year.
Okay.
Big fans of the show.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure if we asked nicely, they would let you take Bigfoot for a spin.
Yeah, let me rip it.
Hey, where is this? I want to put this
Up in
the
Pacific.
notes.
Let her rip, tater chip.
The one you see outside the grocery stores, and I don't think works. That one.
Off
Yeah,
44.
And that's Bigfoot in Pacific?
Oh yeah. Oh, they have a whole
Dude,
warehouse
that is like
there.
getting to drive Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I'd
They
love
have
to.
a whole warehouse out there.
Oh, my
I got the
gosh.
CDL already. You can trust me.
So here's a question for Moon.
Okay.
Someone put it in the chat, and I like this idea. Can I sit on your lap and steer like I'm your son? Technically, can I just get in on your bucket list, sit on your lap, and you let me steer like we're going downtown to buy a newspaper?
You know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet. It's that time of year again. It's wedding season, so that means bachelorette parties. Ladies, if you're in charge of planning the bachelorette party or you're in charge of, getting all the gift bag stuff, you go to Patricia's, of course. That's where you get the candy, the naughty dice, the corsets, and so much more. And if you have any questions, can't find something, feel free to ask any employee there. They're not going to judge you. Trust me, they've heard it all. Patricia's is where you go for the lotions, the lubes, the vibrating toys, the sexy costumes, the sexy lingerie. If you've been to the East Side and you see what those girls on stage are wearing, those stiletto heels, you get them at Patricia's. Things for the novice, things for the expert, and everything in between. And you have 3 very convenient Patricia's locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit, on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. For all your fun and adult toys, it's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather get attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or 1 horse-sized chicken?
Oh, man, I think all the little horse-sized chickens. Wait.
All the little horses.
Horses.
It'd be like
chicken-sized
tiny little
chicken-sized horses.
Right.
There's something very creepy about that.
Yeah.
Not that I guess the big boy, they're both. That's neither one are particularly good, but I would go with
the tiny ones. Yeah, you could probably just kick them in the face and stuff.
Just step on them all.
That's what I've thought.
You would have that advantage a little bit, I guess. You were able to do that.
I've thought about this a lot, actually.
Well, guys, it's great to see you again. I don't believe that you have really, in essence, been off the road in a couple of years. Is that true? Has there been any long spells at home?
We had 3 days the other day, so yeah.
Well, there's a day of travel, then a day
That's
off, and then
true.
another day of travel,
Yeah,
which I guess counts as 3 days. No, this is what we've always dreamed of.
Sure.
You know, when we first started talking about what it looked like to play music together, we thought, wouldn't it be cool to play more than 1 show in a month? Because, it just took us everything we had just to plan 1 local show as a local band. And And then after that one show is over, you're just like, I got to wait another 3 weeks before I can play again. So this is, as much as there's difficult things like laundry and losing sense of time and relationships back home maybe lacking a little bit, this is really what we've always wanted to do. So we're not going to complain about it.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, and you've got...
It's football season. The season is underway. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? Now, last year, over 1 million fans across 33 different states joined the game on Underdog Fantasy. Why? Because Underdog lets you win up to 1,000 times your money by simply picking higher or lower on your favorite player stats. So, okay, tonight, Moon, help me out tonight. You got the Jets.
Yes.
You've got the Patriots. Aaron Rodgers, 214.5 yards. Higher or lower?
Oh, man. You know, I would take the higher, honestly.
Okay, so I'll pick higher. Greg Zuerlein, the kicker. Greg the Leg.
Greg the Leg.
Greg the Leg for the Jets.
Greg the Leg.
1.5 field goals made during the game tonight. Higher or lower?
Oh, he's getting more than that.
Okay, so higher on both. Thank you, Moon.
You're
I'll
welcome.
buy you lunch tomorrow
Scott Rizzuto.
if I hit. I've been playing Underdog a lot, and let me tell you, it's a blast. The app is super easy to use, and signing up is really simple. So making picks on Underdog is straightforward. Signing up even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code RIZZ, R-I-Z-Z, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first Cash Champions entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code RIZZ, R-I-Z-Z, to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 and older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop, and we're gonna go get some records.
Reggae and ska. This record is going to change your life. It really is. This is nightclub, gangsters, Rudy, A Message to You, Rat Race, man, Ghost Town. So we come, Interrupters, before we come out on stage, we play Ghost Town, and it's on this. You just have to get, this is, I insist that you get that one.
Okay.
If you were gonna get a Ramones record, are you a fan of the Ramones?
I don't know. A lot of times I hear songs and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that song. I just can't remember who it was.
I Want to Be Sedated.
Mm-hmm.
And like Blitzkrieg Bop.
Mm-hmm.
So this is their second record, and it's really good.
In 8th grade, I went to Catholic school. I had to walk from my school to my parents' office, and in between the school and the office was a reggae record store. Like it was a record store, mostly just reggae. From school until then, that most of my time was spent at that record shop.
Wow. So I mean, that's kind of where it started. Like,
and the owner of that record shop was like, "Check this out. It's called incense, and you burn." And I was like, "Cool."
Check this out. It's kind of like incense, but it makes it feel fun.
And then he was like, "Check this out." He's like, "You're really gonna like this," because I was like, "I really like Nirvana." And he was like, "If you like Nirvana, you're really gonna like this." And he put on Bad Brains, and I was like,
This slaps. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I don't have that.
I'm getting all of these records. I'm getting this record.
You should crush me.
Yes.
I'm getting this record. I'm getting this record.
Okay, so we're going. I definitely.
These records are hard to find. Do you like Leonard Cohen?
I don't know much about Leonard Cohen other than the Pump Up the Volume songs, to be very honest with you.
He is an incredible songwriter. He's a huge inspiration. My dream would be to just write one song as good as the Leonard Cohen song. He's just the best songwriter.
And you, and you hold, but so like then, but then how do you rank your own like songwriting when you're ranking it up against some of your favorites and arguably some of the greatest people that have ever written a song ever?
Well, yeah, like Kevin and I were talking the other day, listening to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, his lyrics are out of this world. You paint a picture, like you don't even need.
He puts you there.
He puts you there.
Yeah.
Taste, touch, smell, sound. You're in the 3D experience of wherever he's taking you.
Yeah.
And that's really like, and Leonard Cohen does that. And I don't think I'll ever achieve that level, but like I'm a perfectionist. I'm always gonna keep trying to put you there, put you in the place.
Well, because that's the best, and you know the ones that can do that are. I mean, it's not. I don't want to say few and far between, but it's just like those are the best of the best. Everybody, we've had a pretty good time.
Incredible.
We've got some good things. So thanks to the interrupters. You guys have been amazing.
Thank you, and thank you.
No problem, Sarah. Did you have a good time?
Absolutely.
I would assume that you have increased your vinyl collection sizably.
I have.
All right, very good. Very good. And thanks to Music Record Shop. They're always so great. Thank you, everybody.
So much.
It's been a great time.
We're talking about shopping local, right? STLmattressdirect.com. Mattress Direct, right here in St. Louis. Campbell Mattress, made here in Missouri. Missouri-made mattresses. Why pay to get a mattress made somewhere else and shipped here when you can get such a deal right here from Mattress Direct? And right now they're celebrating Campbell Mattress's 90th anniversary by giving you free sheets and 2 free pillows with the purchase of a Campbell mattress at Mattress Direct. Check them out now. STLmattressdirect.com.
Should you hire a professional pest control service? Well, you want to protect your family, you want to protect your property, and you should go with the local company that's been doing it for a long time now. Since 1965, Amco Ranger Termite and Pest Solutions. The customers always get real expert-level results year-round, termite protection, mosquito and tick control, hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google, including me. I'm a satisfied customer. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. You'll be happy with the results, or they'll be back until you are. Locally owned and operated, same family, never any gimmicks, never any high-pressure sales tactics. You're never going to see Amco Ranger riding around on hoverboards, bothering people at home during dinner with these just high-pressure sales pitches and lies about having contracts with the neighbors. That's not the way they operate. It's Amco Ranger, 636-441-BUGS. That's 636-441-BUGS. Online at amcoranger.com. Protecting what matters since 1965.
How are you, good sir? It's nice.
That's it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thursday in the books. Make sure you check out the clip of the day. Brought to you by the almighty Michael's Flooring.
Michael's.
Moon, what is today's podcast title?
Thank you, Brothels.
Public service announcement for Brothels today.
Thank you, Brothels. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Teenage Dirtbags Out West, Oxfest with Lane Narrows. By the way, a lot of people don't realize that the doors, that show starts at 11:30, so get there early. We're playing
early.
Yeah, we're playing lunchtime. Lane Narrows and then Dirtbags back to back.
It's the earliest show I've ever played in my life. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's fun though. People come out early, and it's a good thing. It's good for a good cause.
Do they bring lawn chairs?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
People are sitting in lawn chairs the whole time.
Right
It's really nice, cool, like permanent stage kind of thing, and they build, like a roof over it just in case. But the weather's going to be freaking beautiful, by the way, on Saturday. So it's going to be fun. That's Washington Oxfest, and then the Teenage Dirtbags hits the east side in Belleville for the 43rd Oktoberfest out in Belleville. They close down Main Street. We will play from 6 to 9. This Saturday.
6 to 9, yeah.
And then just to put it in your ear, next weekend, Saturday is the Eureka Days, so that will be so fun. We're playing.
I went to that last year.
Yeah,
Eureka
Teenage
Days was great
Dirtbags
last year.
making the local tour. It's going to be super fun.
Learn.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's emailed me cat photos, dog photos. A woman named Melissa shipped me a T-shirt to cheer me up about my bathtub.
Oh.
You're so sweet, and I just love you all so much. And just Learn versus Radio for more grill hole and more tub RIP and cats and good fun. Thank you.
Rafe.
You can come jump with me if you want to at Skydiving STL in Sullivan, Missouri at approximately the same time that my friends will be performing at Oxfest. So it's a win-win for everybody. If you don't want to jump, I think there's only like 6 spots left. You can go sign up, or you can just come and hang out in the landing zone. There will be food trucks, point van, some T-shirt giveaways, things of that nature. And it should be a good time. Or follow me on the socials at I am Rafe Williams.
And that is Saturday.
That is Saturday, yes.
King Scott.
Yes, you can follow me at King Scott Rules on all social media platforms.
All right, thank you, Scott. We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Remember the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From St. Charles, Adam Kroom is our Teamers Remember the Day. And he wants to hear something called Dealer's Choice, and I could not find that.
That's weird. It should be in there.
So I'm just going to play this. Hope you enjoy it. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Energy up.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.